Yo, what's up everybody? Today, we're going to be beginning the Umineko Hane playthrough, and, you know, as we can see here, this is going to be just nothing but proper quality. I mean, look at the name of this story. Basically, these are two stories in Umineko. They're just some extra console content, and, you know, as you can see here, I'm not expecting anything serious. These are just going to be fun little stories that, I don't really know what they're going to be about. I don't really know, you know, what the significance of them is going to be into the main plot. I'm assuming nothing at all, judging by the name of this plot. But, yeah, I don't really know. So, it's going to be quite fun just to see, obviously, what all of these stories are about. And secondly, just to see, I suppose, how it compares to the, you know, more memey stories of, Umineko Tsubasa. Yeah, so we're going to do, Jessica and the Killer Electric Fan, firstly. Oh my god. I think the second I saw this name, I was just thinking, I mean, I knew it was going to be good. And then again, I can't prove whether it's going to be good, I just have that hunch. I really do have a hunch that it's going to be good. And then we have Forgery No. XXX, which, yeah, I don't really know what it's going to be about, but, yeah, Battlers in it, apparently. I'm not going to read the blurb yet, so, oh my god, yeah, so Saku asked, Jessica to write a script for the school play. 1 day of planning, 1 day of writing, and 1 day of editing. Oh, I see. Oh my god, yeah, the result was a masterpiece. I mean, I think from a title like that, I think, yeah, if you could call it a masterpiece, then I'm impressed. To be fair, though, it does sound creative. What? However, it seems that a certain witch has taken it. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm interested. I mean, okay, I'm sorry, but it looked interesting enough to begin with. I mean, the fact that a witch is actually going to be in it, I mean, does give me potential, if you ask me. So, yeah, what actually is this going to be about? Because, yes, I'm Jessica and the Killer Electric Fan. A Killer Electric Fan? If that's not weird, then I don't know what is. Yeah, so what actually is this going to be about? I'll make the ending just a little stylish. There. Oh my god, I'm actually so excited to be reading this. You know, I've been wanting to read this story for actually a really quite long time. It just seems like the pinnacle of humor in Umineko. I mean, just from the name. This better be funny. This really, really better be funny. Yeah, so I'll make the ending just a little stylish. There, I'm done. Oh my god. Oh, that's interesting. I feel like this is some sort of, this is probably a writer once they have finished everything that they have done, and they have probably thought of so many ideas, so much stress of actually doing the production, and then it's just finally over. I know how that feels with my video projects that I did beforehand. Yeah, I'll make the ending just a little stylish there. I'm done, it's finished. I finally finished it. Finished what? I don't even know what you're finishing. The script for the play Saku asked me to write. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, 1 day of planning, 1 day of writing, 1 day of the final revisions. A total of 3 days and nights spent to produce this masterpiece. I love that, you know, normally when you actually think about a story, if somebody spent 3 days and 3 nights, either they've written something amazingly good and they've spent 72 hours on it, or maybe they are writing something that they have completely spewed out of their arse. Jesus Christ. That, okay, I'm sorry, that sounded better in my head. That really did. 3 days! No way. Hey Jessica, how do you come up with the song lyrics you're always writing? It's simple. Oh, that's interesting. It's simple. I just take the songs that come from my heart and turn them into music. Why do you ask? Oh my god. Let me guess her songs are about love. I mean, Tsurupetan. Tsurupetan! So you're basically saying that is... You're basically saying, oh my god, somebody has a little bit of concerns about, these things. If that's what Tsurupetan is actually derived from, the lyrics actually come from her heart. So in other words, you take stories that bubble up from your heart and turn them into lyrics. That's actually really quite cool. Yes, that's what I said. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it is quite literally a synonym of what she said, it's just reworded. Yes, that's what I said. In other words. That's actually really quite cool. In other words, I said the story's gushing from my heart aloft on wings of music. Jesus, it's like they're flying. That's right, that's right. Your songs are stories, Jessie. That's actually really quite sweet, yeah. Oh my god, I actually really hope we see more of Jessica Vevo. I don't fucking know. You know, Jessica's band. I've been wanting to see that. There's one CG that we've not seen yet that I really do want to see. I don't know if it's actually in this version, but still. That's right, that's right. Your song with stories, Jessie. I bet if you wrote a story, it would be amazing. Well, maybe. That's actually interesting. I mean, you can write good song lyrics, so maybe you'd be able to write a good story, but maybe the complete reverse as well. If I wrote a story, I'm sure it would end up being awesome. Oh my god, yeah, that's actually funny, yeah. So why did you bring that up? Oh, fuck. Honestly, I should have given it more thought before I promised anything. Oh my god. Oh yeah, the Culture Festival. So this is, oh my god, hang on a second, are they literally going to be performing Jessica and the Killer Electric Fan for us? Because if they're performing it, that's either going to be a lot more hilarious or a lot worse, I can't tell. It turned out there was going to be a play at next month's Culture Festival. Fuck, dude, I just can't press arrow keys at the moment. I had no idea that I'd end up having to write a script with just a 3-day deadline. A 3-day deadline, that is really hard, to be fair. You're going to have to spend every single hour of your home time writing the script, like, seriously. I just got caught up in the enthusiasm and atmosphere of the moment. Oh yeah, oh my god, understandable, yeah. Oh yeah, fair enough, and that is how a lot of bad decisions are made. At least you're thinking this now with trivial examples. Don't make... Yeah, this is how a lot of people probably get into alcohol or drugs or something like that, you know? I started thinking to myself, with my heart and good taste, maybe I can do it. Nah, that is fair though. Yeah, come to think of it, Mum warned me about this, didn't she? Oh my god, yes, Kraus does, holy fucking shit. I want to invest in space travel, even though it's fucking 1980! Well, not really space travel, but like space resorts or something ridiculous like that. You remember in episode 5 when we were looking at Natsuhi's ridiculous financial situation? You and your father both have the bad habit of getting caught up in the middle of a situation and agreeing to things. Yeah, you've got to be careful. Oh, I'm sorry, Mum. Anyway. This is the result of the 3 days. Yeah, this is the result of the 3 days and 3 nights of hard labour I brought down on myself. My god, you sound like you've fucking tortured yourself non-stop as well. I finished up the writing late at night and flopped into bed with a oh my god, yeah, understandable, yep. You can go in knowing that you've finished and then probably wake up knowing that you need to change something. So what did you think? I slaved over it for 3 days. Oh my god, so we're actually going to see the story now. I worked that long story. What? I worked that long story without any sleep? Hang on a second, so you're saying that you've worked hard on a story and yet... I mean, okay, she has worked ridiculously hard, especially if she's had school. But, yeah, I mean, if you've worked on a story without any sleep, I think that explains why you're using Killer Electric Fans as your villains. I'm actually really excited for this story. I think it's going to be so fucking stupid. I worked that long without any sleep, so my mind is kind of funny. Yeah, seriously, go to bed before you start hallucinating. Screw you, Saku. Says you? You're literally the one. Oh my god, is it going to be really embarrassing? You're going to pay dearly for this. Grumble, grumble. Yeah, I do wonder. Yeah, this is my first time writing a script for a play. I'm sure there are some rough spots here and there. But all of my ideas, humour, heart, love and passion, oh, that's actually really quite sweet. Yeah, I mixed a bunch of things together. And the result is my big, moving masterpiece script. To be fair, if there is actually a lesson that is actually taught from this that's fun to read and interesting and you can talk about, then sure, I'll believe it. I'll certainly get thunderous applause at the Culture Festival. What if your performance is shit? Doesn't necessarily mean it. Oh my god, yeah. This is a butchery of episode 7. Why are you showing this? This just doesn't fit, I'm sorry. It just doesn't. Who wrote this wonderful script? Jessie? Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. No, not at all. I mean, you're not... I mean, you're not wrong, but... Ooh, somebody's being very, very humble. Oh my god, so Lambda's actually taken an interest in it. Is it really that great? Interesting. Is it really that great? If you're praising it so much, let me take a look. I just love about the fact that, you know, she's literally... I mean, Lambda has quite literally seen her in her sleep. Who? Oh my god, yeah, understandable. Yeah, I mean, it's not... what the funny thing is, could you potentially be hallucinating something because of the fact that, you know, you have worked so tirelessly and, you know, a lot has actually happened within your day? Could you be hallucinating this voice? I mean, you've literally been awake for 72 plus hours. So, yeah. I think if that doesn't say anything, then I don't know what does. God, that must have been hell. I really hope this... I genuinely hope this is good, because Jessica deserves to have something good. I'm excited for the humour side of it. Masterpiece script. Oh my god, that was definitely not what I was expecting. I mean, I knew that we were going to hear Lambda here, but I didn't actually expect to see her. Wow. Yeah, it was a young girl I had never seen before, clad in a pink dress. Ah, yes, and this young girl was literally intruding in your fucking house. She was standing there, oh yeah, fair enough, munching on popcorn, all the while reading the script I had just finished writing. God. No shame. Fucking hell. By the way, she is going to get so fat if she doesn't stop eating popcorn. Like, seriously? She is a literal popcorn addict. When she finished reading it, she laughed in delight. Oh my god, what's she thinking? This is hilarious. This better be funny. If they're making the characters who have read it laugh at it when we read it, if they're not funny, then I'm going to sue Ryukishi, obviously. Nah, why are they spoiling it? Especially the punchline, that was the best. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that's hilarious to think about the fact that this person has just suddenly appeared there and then they're saying that, you know, everything regarding your story is really good. Thanks. Oh my god, yeah, that's strange. Don't remember putting in a punchline. Oh, I see. That's interesting because you actually modified the script a bit. That's strange. I don't remember putting in a punchline that would make someone roar with laughter like that. But you don't remember it. It doesn't necessarily mean you haven't done it. Well, it doesn't matter. Maybe it's something that Jessica thought was really trivial, but Lambda found really funny. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know who this girl is, but she did praise me. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that means the play will definitely become famous. Will it? Will it? Lambda's humour is very odd sometimes. Look at her relationship, her charisma with Burn. It will definitely, certainly be a huge hit, without a doubt. God. Proclaim this now. I love it. I love that she's literally thinking this in her head, and yet Lambda's, you know, saying, you are certainly thinking this. It will certainly be a hint, you said. Are you really that confident? Fair enough. Yeah, without confidence, I wouldn't have started writing in the first place. I love how dejected she sounds. Certainly. As certain as it could be. Very well. You have got to be kidding me. Is she going to make it so that success is granted? This script was written with absolute certainty of its success. Then I, the Witch of Certainty, Lambda Delta Chan-sama. Why do you call yourself that? Lambda Delta Chan-sama will bestow the magic of certainty upon it. Yeah, that is interesting. The hell? I mean, obviously to her it does, it doesn't to us. I love that she is just so tired that she's literally seeing a witch, something that I don't really think people get to see. Everyone seen many times in their life. And yet this is happening. The hell, that sounds fishy. God, she is so tired. Oh my god. How you dare you call it fishy? Oh, yep, so you say. How dare you call it fishy? The magic I'm casting on this script is really amazing. Really amazing, okay? I love that. You can say the script was certainly. Yeah, the childish girl in pink was boasting about something, but... Oh boy. My consciousness was fading in and out and I couldn't understand anything. You have been awake for over 72 fucking hours. Of course it will. In the end, it left me completely... yeah, understandable, yeah. My soul began to sink into my fluffy feather futon and memory foam pillow. Yeah, I love that. Oh boy, Lambda's got ignored. The next morning, somebody's going to be pissed off. This is going to be really fun. I wonder what's going to happen. So obviously the, you know, community, well, the community event is actually going to be occurring next month. So, you know, everything that happened here isn't really going to be too relevant. But still, though, I'm really excited for it. I hope we actually see the play performed live. As soon as I woke up, I dashed over to the guest house as fast as I could. Barely able to control my impatience. What? You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god. So this is actually 1986. So that means she's probably never actually going to get the possibility to, you know, show this to anyone because obviously Yasuda will kill everyone. Jesus Christ. What a way to go. The last days of your life. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's scary. Yasuda was visiting the mansion for the first time in forever and I wanted to have him read the work I had certain confidence in. Yeah. Oh, yeah, funny that, yeah. Shannon happened to be there as well, so I took the opportunity to capture her and made both of them read it. Awkward. Not for you, but for Shannon. You wrote a play script, Jessica. Huh. You're amazing, milady. Ah, yeah, you can do anything. God. Isn't it just so funny to think that even though this is meant to be just a funny story, seeing these two people in the same room together, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I don't think anything could be so subtle, yet so painful at the same time. I am recording. I don't know, I just get paranoid about that. You're amazing, milady. You can do anything. No, not at all. Seriously though, yeah. I love the awkwardness. No, not at all. It was my first time and I only had 3 days, so it was a pretty close fight. Seriously though, yeah. I just want to read it! But in spite of that, it's a great masterpiece that you have full confidence in. Yeah, so you want the two of us to read this script and give us our impressions. It'd give you our impressions, right? It'd be kind of dry if we just read it. Oh my god, yeah, that would be fun. It'd be kind of dry if we just read it. Wouldn't it be better if we actually tried acting it out? Yeah? Oh god, I feel bad. Yeah, I've never done any acting before, and... Oh god, I feel bad for some... I don't really think she can say this, by the way. But, okay. I've never done any acting. Well, then again, it does actually make sense when you analyse it, but I don't want to analyse that. It's too tragic and serious. Forced reading. Oh my god. This is torture, guys. She's forcing them to read something. Without their consent! Can't believe it. Wow, what a great idea. Oh my god, yeah. Wow, what a great idea. If you guys actually perform it for me, I can watch and do a final check on it too. I'll tell you what I really hope Lambda does. I hope she makes it real. And I hope she makes it so that all of the events directly correspond to those of the play. In that case, it's decided. Let's do it, Shannon. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Or maybe you're uncomfortable being my co-star. No, no, not at all. I will humbly fulfill your request. God, yep. This is where it begins. So, it was sudden, but the first performance of my script was decided. Oh my god, it really was sudden. It's just quite funny to think about the fact that, you know, well, I suppose it. Yeah. With a red pen in one hand, I put on airs of being a scriptwriter. Oh, I see. Hey. There's a prince in this. Oh no. Okay, I'll be the prince then. God, why? Then I'll be in charge of the narration and play the princess. Jesus Christ, let's hope this doesn't go wrong. Right, let's get started. Your narration is up first, Shannon. Then I'll begin. Yeah! I don't know why that was so funny. That is so cheesy. I don't know why that just sounded genuinely so cheesy. With that, Shannon walked forward and began to read the narration that marked the beginning of the story. Oh my god, this is going to be really quite fun. Oh, I see. This is a story of a place deep in the world of fairy tales. In this land, there was a country called Rocken Kingdom. Oh, yes. A country as well. That's hilarious. I wonder what it sounds like. Rocken Kingdom. Rocken Choku. Is that what he said? I don't actually know what kingdom is. Oh, Okokute. Okoku. No, Okoku. Because te is, like, it's quoting it. Like, nante. You know, you could say nani, and then you could say nan as well, I suppose, and then you could say te. To sort of informally correct the speech. So I suppose, Okoku, was it? Okoku, yeah, so it's a pretty simple name. Oh my god, proper Karen mode, holy fuck. Fair enough. God. Karen and school teacher, primary school teacher particularly. Not during the performance. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a cliched one so far. Deep in the mountains of Rocken Kingdom, Rocken Okoku, there was a tall tower, and in that tower, a princess was imprisoned. Eh? Please tell me they're making it real. What's going on? What the hell? As Shannon began to read the narration. Yes! Oh my god, that's brilliant. That's exactly what I wanted. As Shannon began to read the narration, the scenery around them started to slowly warp. Oh my god, that's so weird, making it sound similar to that of an earthquake. Yeah, the scenery outside completely changed to that of a mountain range, and from among the mountains, oh yeah, and from around the mountains, accompanied by loud rumble. Oh my god, that sounds like something Beatrice would do. Impossible, a tower was emerging. Yes, a tower. Ah, not a bamboo shoot. A real, actual tower. That's actually really quite funny to think about the fact that it is like exactly what they have described here. It was just like something you'd see in a fairy tale illustration made of stone and giving an impression of dignified strength. In other words, it was a tower. Seriously though, yeah. A tower in the mountains. Yeah, Lambda's so behind this. So your narration just now came true. My lady, what on earth is happening? Yeah, good question. Yeah. Yep, they're going to be forced to act it out, otherwise they may genuinely die. I mean, it's all illusionary still, but, well, it's a little bit more real now. That reminds me, last night I sort of remember having a weird dream. Something about magic being cast on my script. Oh my god, no, that's not necessarily the reason this happened. Lambda granted certainty. She didn't cast that certainty on the script. Wait, hang on a second. Let's precisely look at Lambda's words. Did she say that she'll make it happen, certainly? Is there something we can take out of context? That's actually really quite funny to think about the fact that, you know, she will, you know, she's casting the magic of certainty on the script. So as a result of that, I think you could potentially loosely say that the events of the script are literally becoming certain. That reminds me, last night I sort of remember having a weird dream. Something about magic being cast on my script. Nah, that's ridiculous. Well, you know, so's this. So's literally everything here. Fucking ridiculous. But at the same time, it's still happening. How interesting. Oh my god, I love that. Yeah, for real, yeah. Why not? Full points of realism. Let's continue. Milady? Yeah, well, you kind of have to. Is it right for us to continue? We can't stop now. A woman, thinking about you here, must be brave. Go ahead, Shannon. Continue. But what if Shannon isn't actually a woman in plot twist? Like, you remember S/HE? Yeah, right. Could you imagine if what she's describing is actually going to appear? The tower is surrounded by a dense jungle. I love that top points for realism. I mean, I don't deny it, yeah. The tower was surrounded by a dense jungle. Oh yeah, that's cool, yeah. This time a dancing jungle popped up. Awesome, that's awesome. Amazing. What's next? Oh my god. God, I love that. She's just so stuttering because of the fact that basically what she says here is going to be the reason their lives are going to be at risk. The jungle was inhabited by a group of monsters who attacked the prince and his men. Oh, I see. God, like a proper military. A group of... Wait, what? Oh my god. Oh my god, quite literally, monsters are appearing. The low rumbling of the ground was gradually growing both louder and closer. Love it. The jungle shook and colourful birds cried as they took flight in every direction. Yeah, understandable, yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. Just properly jump into the action. I don't know, I don't really think that's the best way of doing it, but yeah. I thought it would be interesting if there was a climax right away or something like that. And I'm gonna wipe out those monsters with no sweat, right? Right? Oh my god, that's so good. The script says you're attacked by the monsters and meet a terrible fate. You see. Oh boy, somebody is going to be completely fucked. That's actually going to be really quite cool. You see, in this kind of situation, yeah, no, I do see that though. Yeah, everyone would expect the prince to win. Wouldn't that just be boring? Well, it's not going to be very good for him. No, seriously. The prince is going to meet that terrible fate as me. No, it's understandable, yeah. And what kind of terrible fate is it anyway? What? Yeah, the script says nothing about it. Oh, that's interesting. So it's going to be something that's maybe, you know, open to the viewer's interpretation. Oh my god, while they were arguing, the rumbling continued growing closer. God, I love that they're just quite literally acting out a play. Quite literally. They're not even acting, now they are the pieces of the play. God. I've never heard a scream like that, and Bustler. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, I can see why he is screaming like this. Jesus Christ, this is what he's seeing. Oh my god, the eyes just never stop increasing in size. God. Yeah, a large herd of goats was ploughing through the jungle straight towards. Wait, hang on a second. So, goats? Yeah, I say goats, but they weren't running on foot. That's actually really surprising. So, was Jessica the origin of the goat idea? I say goats, but they weren't running on four legs. Yeah, seriously though, yeah. Yeah, they were each wearing something like a black tailcoat and running on two legs like a person. Yeah. Oh my god. Every single one of them was excessively muscular. Oh my god, I know what they're talking about. Yeah, every single one of them was excessively muscular and gave off the horrible stench of male sweat. Male sweat? Jesus Christ. I would have thought it would be something way worse. I thought it would be some sort of awful farm smell, but no. I mean, that's not as bad as it could be, I don't think. But even more frightening than that were, yeah, were their flaming red eyes and messily drooling mouths. Oh, yeah, because obviously they've got to eat. And they have prey right in front of them. Run. Yeah, because obviously Jessica is the person who's wrote the play. It doesn't mean she's not in this situation. Batara-sama, milady. Run. Seriously though, yeah. So I wonder if all of the events here are actually acting out like Jessica's play would denote. Let's run away before that terrible fate can meet us. Go, Jessica. Hurry up. By the way, when it says killer electric fan, I just genuinely wonder what it's talking about. Let's run away before that terrible fate can meet us. Go, Jessica, hurry up. Oh my god, this is going to be fun. What? What's happened? Oh my god, it's the clue of episode 4. My foot snagged on the root of a suspicious looking tropical plant. What? Oh my god. Oh god, I didn't even have time to scream before I toppled to the ground. Oh shit. Jessica, you idiot, my lady. That's so funny. I love that line. I just love how totally different their pleas are. Oh god. Yeah, it's like, what are you even going to do? How are you going to fight against this? The huge herd of goats swarm towards me. Yeah, seriously though, and we're on the verge of swallowing me up. God. Even if there wasn't a whole herd of them, yeah, a single one of those huge bodies would be probably enough to crush me as flat as a pancake. Warugiria in episode 4, that's all I've got to say. Oh my god, I love that. I've never heard of a scriptwriter being killed by their own script before. Well, I don't really think it happens much, but then again, I suppose if you think about the fact that, okay, maybe there's some sort of poison where, I don't know, let's say you have you've put your script in a notebook, and then you're one of the type of people who lick the pages. They lick the top corners of the page so that they can turn them over. And then what you do is you what you do is you deliberately make pages stick together. Obviously, somebody else deliberately makes pages stick together, and then the person has touched the top corner of the page, and then they put what they've touched in their mouth, and if there's deadly poison, then that could potentially kill them. In theory. I don't know if that's actually true, though, but I'd assume that could be some sort of means of killing them. Yeah? Suddenly a miracle occurred. What the fuck? What? Okay, then that was not what I was expecting. What? What? Soap bubbles? You've got to be fucking kidding me. Are they going to reference Toho here? I'll show you what I'm thinking of right now. Hang on a second. Okay, look at this. Look at this. This is kind of what I'm thinking of here. Oh my god, he died. What the fuck is this strat? My strat is just going up and down, not moving vertical at all. That's just a total trap moving vertical, if you ask me. No, sorry, moving horizontally. But still, yeah, this is what I kind of think of when I think of soap bubbles, these things here. Right, anyway, let's get back to the story. But still, that's hilarious. Oh my god, this is going to actually be really quite interesting. I wonder what's going to happen. For some reason, the goats all simultaneously burst open and transformed into an infinite number of soap bubbles. That's so weird. Oh my god, yeah, seriously. I was left standing in a fantastical storm of soap bubbles. Jessica has totally deceived Basila, let's be honest. With a pop, pop, pop. Oh, Sue Common in a soapy film! What the hell? Yeah, that is weird. Just a total deception about what the villain actually is. Milady. Are you okay? It's just weird. Are you okay? What? Yeah, that was interesting about the punchline. Has Byrne modified it? But the script has nothing like this in it. Oh. I'm impressed. You see, I took the liberty of making some amendments. Damn! That's actually really quite funny when you think about Yasuda and Basila here. Oh my god, that's just a little bit contradictory. In Shannon's hand, there was a red pen. Oh, I see. So that's what the red pen was, you know, mentioning. In Shannon's hand, there was a red pen. And the script that I dropped when I fell down. Oh my god, I love that. Basically, in a moment of quick-wittedness, she had amended the script so that the goats turned into soap bubbles and Oh my god, that's hilarious. You quite literally have the power of God. That's brilliant. Oh my god, so I love that. You can just totally override the plot. Not bad, Shannon. I wonder what I could be upset. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, quite literally saving somebody's life. Oh my god, seriously. I think she's just going to abandon this play after this. I mean, this is so cursed. And yeah, I don't really know if there's going to be somebody to make amendments in the future. To be honest, I think if you actually had somebody who could always make amendments and could always change stuff, this would be such a fucking brilliant idea of futuristic entertainment. Actually, no, let's be honest. What would people use it for? Either really, really risky things that couldn't easily be changed. Sex. Yes, I said it. Well, I suppose some people could have good applications for it, but I don't know, it just seems a little bit too weird. But man, what the hell? We were supposed to be in the guest house. Oh my god, I know, yeah, weren't we? But this is totally some kind of jungle, right? It's a tropical forest. It's a fantasy, right? I don't know, you wrote it. Seriously though, yeah, we've been sucked into the world of the script. I love how much this plays a parody on everything regarding Umineko. No. Perhaps this is the magic of Beatrice-sama. That dream. Maybe it wasn't a dream. It wasn't. No. The one about a suspicious pink witch who cast a weird spell on my script. Jessica. Oh my god, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's fair that he would be thinking that. Just for future reference, what's going to happen next in this story? Let's see. It's an adventure story full of twists and turns. And there's lots of, mix them some apples and honey and let it simmer. Oh my god. Oh shit, listen, I wrote a whole lot without sleeping for 3 days, okay? I feel like this is just such a reflection of Ryukishi's own experiences. Especially with Higurashi, my god, I remember the Hor Plus staff content, that, you know, he found it fucking hard to get things released on time. It must have been a nightmare, judging by how, you know, how restrained he was. My head's all fuzzy, but I still made it by the deadline. That's why,
つまりお嬢様もよくあらすじを覚
Ah,
えていない
yeah,
という
makes sense.
こと
Yeah, in
なん
other
です
words,
ね。
you don't remember much of what happens in the story either, milady.
ごめん。
Sorry. Oh, fuck. If we turn the pages of the script, the story would progress. Yeah, fair enough. Just don't turn the pages. You can just camp infinitely. Anyways, we discussed various ways of escaping from this jungle. No, from this story. And tried them out. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what they're going to do. Just burn the fucking script. Like, seriously. But then again, that's probably the most risky thing you could do. What if it goes wrong? You don't know what to believe in here. You don't know what to trust. Anyway, we discussed various ways of escaping from this jungle. No, from this story. And tried them out. Oh my god. Oh, I'm actually really quite surprised that they did that. First, we tried physically destroying the script. Ah, yeah, that's hilarious. They couldn't even put a crease in it. It seemed that it was protected by magic or something, and no matter how much we stomped on it or kicked it, we couldn't even put a crease in it. Jesus Christ. I like it. Next we try writing the end at the bottom of the current page. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, Lambda's totally fucked this up. I love it. At that point, the letters disappeared by themselves. And a different message in red ink rose into view. And it's in red ink as well! Unless it is performed to completion, the story will not certainly end. We tried experimenting in a variety of ways, but it was all useless. Yeah, escaping this place by ignoring the rest of my story was impossible. Exactly. Oh my god, she's actually showing herself. Isn't that obvious?
私が絶対の魔法をかけた絶対の脚本なのよ。
Oh my god, yeah, it's a script of certainty with my magic of certainty cast on it, right?
途中でおしまいなんて絶対にできないんだから。
Fair, yes, but it certainly can't end in the middle. Oh my god. Oh my god, she must be having a very, very odd moment at the moment. You're that witch who showed up in my dream!
私の魔法をお気に召してる？
Ah, yes, you've always killed my fucking cousin. Brilliant! Exactly. So how are you liking my magic?
殴ったわね、バトラー。
Oh, Butler, did you just hit me? Oh my god.
絶対の魔女ラムダデルタちゃん様を殴ったわね。
You hit me. Oh my god, what a Karen. You hit me, the Witch of Certainty. Lambda Delta Chan Sama. Ooh. Oh my god, yeah, we just gotta kill you. If this is all your fault, that makes things simple. It's not gonna be that simple. Hurry up and end this crazy world. I can't do that. Oh, it's so terrifying for them though.
だって私はもはや傍観者。
An observer who has literally created the means of, you know, things that people, the means of observation. She has literally created them. I can't do that. At this point, I'm just an observer.
この物語の紡ぎ手はジェシカだもの。
Ah, the one spinning this story is
だか
Jessica.
ら私にさえこの物語は終わらせられない。
I love this. The one spinning the story is Jessica. So even I can't make this story end. So Jessica can in theory, but then again, I mean... Seriously, yeah, she's literally forced them to be in this world, and yet she is saying, oh, I can't end it. I can't do anything to actually make it so that this stops. It's ridiculously irresponsible. I mean, yeah, understandable, Jessica, but the only thing is I don't really think she was intending on this happening.
とにかく
Anyway, yeah, stop the argument. Yeah, good one.
お芝居を続けるしかないということです。
Seriously though, yeah. Anyway, what you're saying is that we have no choice. Yeah, we have no choice but to perform the story all the way to the end, right?
そういうことよ。
You got it. Yeah, I love how fucking bitchy she sounds. Oh my god. You got it.
頑張って。
Okay, good luck.
私はポップコーン買ってくるわ。
Oh, I see. I'm have to get some popcorn. God, I feel bad for Shannon. Lambda Delta disappeared. We had a pretty good idea of the situation now. Yeah. No way out. Seriously though, yeah. No choice but to go for... Yeah, no choice but to go forward.
でも武器はありますね。
But we do have a weapon. Genuinely though, yeah, because obviously what happens in red, that determines with certainty the future events in the play. the story would develop as written in the script. However, it seemed that by amending it right away with the red pen, we could either alter the story one page at a time. Oh yeah, great, yeah, that's good. We had no choice but to continue otherwise. Even though we were afraid of what, oh wait, oh my god, yeah, you can't, because obviously, what's better? You know, just constantly being stuck here, and obviously dying of starvation. But then again, dying of starvation isn't an event that is actually occurring in the play at the moment, so as a result of that, I don't really think that, you know, you can make it happen. But still, yeah, at any rate, I had written it while half asleep. Oh my god, I know, letting my pen be guided by my heart. Even I couldn't fully remember how the story would develop. God, I just love how lazy Jessica is. I mean, my god. I mean, no, hang on a second. She's anything but lazy. But the only thing is, I just love how rushed she's been. So much so that she genuinely can't even remember what she's written. And I think if she says she's put all of her heart into a story she can't even remember the contents of, then, yeah, I find that a little bit hard to believe. Even I couldn't fully remember how the story would develop. Oh. Let's perform it then. I'm the one who wrote it, so I'm sure it'll have a happy ending. Love it. Seriously though, yeah, it's kind of worrying that the person who wrote it can't remember it. And yet, Jessica literally said at the beginning of the story that, you know, it's not going to have a happy ending. You know, whoa, no, hang on a second, I forgot. No, I'm just having a misconception. God, this is getting to be really quite fun. No, but seriously, yeah. Let's just do all that. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. But the person who wrote it can't remember it. It's a little bit bad, isn't it? Alright. Shannon. Yeah, go ahead with the next bit of a narration, please. God, this is going to be quite something. Shannon prepared herself for the worst. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, and turned the page. Oh. Weird. Emerging from the dense jungle, they found themselves in a snowy country. That's weird. Right. The jungle vanished without a trace, and we found ourselves surrounded by a vast snowfield. It's pristine without a single footprint. Oh my god. It was pristine without a single footprint. That is properly weird. We see glaciers in the distance and an aurora glittered in the sky. God, that's amazing. Wow. I can imagine just with that purple tinted sky as well. Even better. Oh my god, I know. I can just imagine it. God. Yeah, purple background probably. You know, you probably have whirlwinds of stars in the sky. You have loads of, well, maybe even you have some green auroras, and you just have, you know, obviously beautiful colours of stuff like that, and glaciers as well. Fucking hell. Yeah, they must be really good. This is some pretty awesome scenery. Yeah, no, I see that. Rather than just a snowy country, it seems more like the North Pole, doesn't it? Oh my god. No, you've got to be kidding me. Are they literally going to... Right, Jessica, change it right now. Make it so that they are bricked up with clothes. Seriously. Oh my god, yeah, was it really necessary to reproduce that temperature? Yeah, seriously. Seriously, help this guy, because he is going to die of cold. He is literally going to die because of the fact that he's too cold. He's going to die of hypothermia. I'm the prince, aren't I? Somebody bring me a warm coat. Damn, so what's happening in the script now? Oh god, let's see. Oh my god! So that's literally going to become Basile's body condition on the verge of freezing to death. Very, very close to it. Jesus, that's going to be unpleasant. The prince who was on the verge of freezing to death. What? Oh my god! Well... Jesus Christ, you know Jessica was half asleep when writing this because she's literally had multiple endings now. The prince, who was on the verge of freezing to death, was attacked by a yeti and met a terrible fate. Oh god. Seriously, again. I love that, yeah. Jessica, do you have some... But it's a good question, yeah. Do you have some kind of grudge against princes or something?
Yes,
No, you see? Oh my god, I love that. So you kill him off as many times as possible and then you steal his laugh. What could be a worse crime? Now you see, Saku was the one who pushed this awful job to me, so I was pissed off at her. And then I heard that she was going to play the role of the prince, so yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, somebody had fun with her voice, Jane. What the fuck was that? It's the Yeti. Boom boom with a crash. This Yeti. Oh my god, with a crash. The Yeti swung an enormous club the size of a log. Jesus Christ, yeah, be careful. Seriously though, yeah, be careful. But this is no time to stand around looking surprised. Gotta revise the skill. Yeah, exactly though, yeah. Yeah, great, yeah. Suddenly, the Yeti mended its ways and befriended the prince and his men. How the fuck is the prince gonna want to become friends with a Yeti who has literally just tried to kill him? What is this? What is this fucking voice acting? Thank goodness. Wow, that was close. Well, that's not a bad thing. But then again, I mean, judging by how ridiculously scary he looks, I mean, it's understandable. But now this guy's being too friendly. Well, it's not every day you literally get patted on the head by a Yeti. Jesus. But now this guy's being too friendly. Hey, my hair's gonna get messed up, so stop patting me on the head.
Banana?
A banana?
Yeah,
that is a really good question. Yeah, no thanks. Where did you even get that from anyway? How many logic errors has Jessica found at the moment? Yeah, seriously though, yeah, let's write a bit more and make Mr. Yeti our guide. Good idea. I love that, yeah, if we don't hurry up and get out of it, we are going to end up as popsicles. I do see what she means. This is peak Umineko content. I mean, I'm sorry, but... I've just thought of the best idea. Setting that as your text tone. Oh my god. Setting that as your text tone or your ringtone or something like that. Because, okay, I think if that was in a really unexpected situation, like could genuinely scare somebody. Yeah, that sounds like the best invention on earth. Or maybe just getting some button that makes it sound like that when it's pressed. Oh my god. And so, the prince and his men, having befriended the Yeti, were guided safely out of the snowy countryside. Love it. Where now? Oh. Oh my god, I can see how this would fit, but Patriarch Chimera conveys the most evil, malicious, scary, and uncomfortable evil that one could ever have. I don't really get that same atmosphere here. Oh, I fucking love the song though. It's good. It's probably going to be the last time we hear this masterpiece. The next rough spot was a volcanic region covered with boiling magma. Oh my god! Is a Higurashi background? No way. Oh my god, I remember this background from the console arcs. Spoilers for the console arcs, but you remember when Tomoe and, you know, her house had literally been set on fire by Hanada? I mean, my god. Yeah, that is what I remember. What kind of a hellish scenario is this? Seriously though, that is actually a fair question. How are you planning to, you know, make it so that something that is a volcanic region with boiling magma is able to be performed? I mean, then again, I suppose you could have props, but like what? Maybe it's an excuse to become an arsonist. I think that's the most likely, guys. That is the most likely excuse. What kind of a hellish scenario is this? How are you planning to perform this at a culture festival? I have no idea. I'm not in charge of the scenery. I'm not in charge of the scenery. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. And in the volcanic region, a dragon with massive wings attacked them, breathing flames from its... Jesus Christ. God, that must be so terrifying. Oh. Cursed graveyard. Jesus Christ, Jessica was really, really cliched. And in the cursed graveyard, they were attacked by a countless number of zombies. I love that they are just making amends by everything. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's a desert lion. God. I just find it so funny that there are so many threats, but the only thing is obviously now it doesn't really matter because they have the power of God, i.e. the power of the red truth and being able to literally create the red truth on their side. Yeah, I love Basila's change in expression. Oh. Leeches? I mean, not really a leech. Well, parasites maybe, but not leeches. Oh yeah, and the demon swamp. Oh, I really wonder where that would be. Yeah, somebody's read Higurashi's manga. In the demon swamp, hordes of blood-sucking leeches attacked one after another. I just love the fact that it is never ending. I mean, Jesus Christ, how did Jessica... You can so tell that Jessica was just trying to finish this. She didn't actually try to end it. Oh, come on already. Ah, my lady, hurry. Oh my god, what's happening? Oh, but the prince and his men were protected by a magical barrier and remained unharmed. Oh, wait, what's happening now? There. Ah, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, barely made it at the last second again. God, yeah, when is it going to end? I mean, Jesus Christ. I feel like Jessica has had very bad memory loss problems because of the fact that she has never ever been able to remember when the fuck she should end her script. I barely made it to the last second again. Jeez, I'm wiped out. The prince and his men had suffered many hardships. Many hardships. It's understandable though, yeah. Suffered many hardships and were now wiped out. Next page. Really, really odd. And now the stage had returned once again to the jungle. No. When they managed to push their way through the dense thickets of tropical plants. The tower. Oh, nice. We finally made it to the princess tower.
私がお姫様役をできるんですね。
Oh god. They just had to pick Batoru and Shannon for this. Then I can finally play the
それよ
princess.
り確か最強最悪の大魔法使いが現れて最後の強敵として立ちふさがるはず。
Right, okay, that's just a little bit of a... Just put weakest. Literally just cross out strongest and put weakest. But before that, if I remember correctly, the strongest and most terrible sorcerer. As in, most terrible as in terms of evil or in terms of ability. Let's hope his ability is going to appear. And he'll be the final enemy standing in a... Oh my god, final boss time. Oh, yeah, wow, we're getting a properly good track. Oh my god, so... Yeah, at the summit of the tower, there was a human figure. He was wearing a large, jet black coat, and his silhouette had an imposing presence. Reminds me of Nonover, or maybe... Yeah, gotta be Nonover. This is surely the one who had kidnapped the princess and locked her in that tower. Oh, I see. The strongest and most terrible sorcerer. Go, Jessica. Oh my god, so... Yeah, I've got the hang of this now. The great sorcerer leapt nimbly from the tower. Oh my god, so... Right, I see. As Jessica spoke, the sorcerer jumped off the tower, headed towards the princess. Right, okay, when she said terrible, she was definitely referring to ability. Fucking hell. And then all of a sudden, he crashed into the ground and died. Okay, then. Right. This is just so ridiculous. I like this. And just like what was written. He crashed into the ground for no reason and died! Wait, hang on a second. That's what Lambda is laughing about. To be honest, I can see that. Did he quite literally just walk out of the window? Oh my god. No, so, yeah, that's actually really quite interesting. So, yeah, even though there are, you know, for example, you know, I love that they're protected by a magical barrier, though, out of everything. If you actually try to link this to, you know, the actual events that are occurring in the story, maybe you could think about the fact that the goats, for example, they were actually Jessica's idea that she made, you know, she made in the beginning. Potentially good idea. I just genuinely wonder, like, how little she's planned this. I mean, my god, how can you plan this so little that, you know, literally everything is so disconnected. It's like an endless adventure with endless amounts of enemies with the same structure. I swear to God. To the jungle! That's actually really quite funny to think about the fact that the play is such a joke that, you know, the strongest sorcerer, he just gets up and fucking jumps off the roof. This is peak Umineko. Peak Umineko. Peak fiction. Lambda's Delta had appeared when we weren't looking and was clutching her stomach and laughing uproariously. I know, after all of this, I mean, I get that it was a little bit crappy because of the fact that they could literally modify it. It's just as if they have an active cheat code. Seriously though, yeah, but that's the end of your trouble-filled journey, huh? Oh boy. Okay, time for the emotional finale. We don't need you to tell us that. Oh my god, this is gonna be fun. Shannon, you're the princess now. Kill yourself now. That's what Shannon's gonna say. Jessica, take care of the narration. Oh my god, this is gonna be interesting. Batora-san. Oh boy. God, they're gonna have to act out the most painful thing on the prince now.
本当はチューをする予定でしたが、不健全
Fair enough, yeah.
しましたとさ。
And let's be honest, if you actually get people to act out this monstrosity, then I don't really think they're gonna want to kiss each other, especially if they're Jessica's age. Oh my god. And especially if they're a boy and a girl. Jesus Christ. To be honest, there was originally supposed to be a kiss here, but I figured it'd be lewd, so I cut it and just had them live happily ever after. All's well that ends well, right? Yeah, maybe no is the answer, but okay.
何よ。
Yeah, come on.
バトラとシャノンのキスシーン見たかったのに。
I wanted to see Battler and Shannon's kissing. Yeah, understandable. I mean, in Umineko, we probably deserve that, but no. Oh well, whatever.
オチが面白いのはこれからだし。
Oh my god, what is it? That funny punchline is coming up next anyway.
オチ？
What punchline?
オチなんかねえぜ。
There was none.
これでもう物語はおしまいだぜ。
Oh, that's interesting. What punchline? There was none. This is the ending already, you see? Ooh, it's not the ending. Oh, what? It was true. Jessica's script had ended there. Seriously? That's actually really quite odd. There was no punchline intended. The prince rescued the princess. Happy end. As far as I can remember it. As far as I can remember it anyway. And yet, Lanzadelta licked her lips and gave him a cold smirk. Oh my god, what? It's over, Lanzadelta. Let us go already.
私もね。
You know, I
そ
also...
うしてあげたいのよ。
I'd love to.
でもね。
But...
まだオチが待ってるのよね。
What is this punchline? But the punchline is still waiting for you. A punchline?
そうよ。
Yes, that's correct.
オチ。
A punchline.
それが気に入ったからこそ、この脚本に魔法を与えたんだから。
What? The whole reason I gave this script magic was because that part caught my interest. And that's the funny thing, there is no script right now. Oh my god, I think what Jessica should do, she should just modify it so that Battler and Shannon have the most cheat codes possible. The whole reason I gave this script magic was because that part caught my interest.
ねえベル、見てる？
Ah, yeah, of course she would be. Hey Bernie, you're
面
watching.
白くなるのはここからよ。
Oh my god, the good bit's about to start. Somehow doesn't surprise me that she's here. Yeah, Berncastle's a figure appeared floating in the air. Still in the middle of a yawn. Yeah, I've been watching it.
この退屈なお芝居をずーっとね。
Fair. Such a boring play.
で、
So,
私を面白がらせるラストも本当にあるんでしょうね。
does this thing really have an entertaining ending? Oh my god, I hope Jessica didn't hear that. Yes, certainly.
私が保証するわ。
I guarantee it.
このベルンカステルの
It's amusing enough.
眠気を覚ます程度にも刺激
Oh
的
my
なん
god,
でしょうね。
I know. Why would it be? It's amusing enough to blow away even my boredom. Is she actually gonna say
も
yes?
ちろんよ、ベルン。
Okay, that's impressive. Yes, Ben.
刺激的なクライマックスが今から始まるわ。
The stimulating climax is just about to start. Right, okay, if it's good enough to make so that not even Burn is bored, then... Yeah, that's impressive. That is impressive, to be fair. I just love how much Jessica's botched this. Like, seriously, it's hilarious. Oh my god, they can actually hear it. Oh my god, I feel kind of bad for Jessica. She's just heard how much her play is, how crappy her play is from Burn. Well, she doesn't care about her feelings. I'm sorry to interrupt you two, but yeah, my script is over. There are no punchlines anywhere. Here, look. Oh, that's interesting. This just looks so wrong with their mouths moving. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really think lip sync suits Umineko. But still though, with an evil look in their eyes, the Witch of Certainty and the Miracles convulsive laughter. Oh, interesting. So what is this punchline actually going to be? Because obviously they know what it is. It's so good that Burn is going to be awakened from her boredom. What is it going to be? At that moment, the earth shuddered and cracked open. Right. What, an earthquake? Oh my god, what? What? Oh my god. The tower collapsed, leaving in its place a gaping, crater-like hole. Oh my god. Where did that hole come from? When we looked into its depths, all of us were struck speechless. Interesting. That is actually really quite odd. I do see that, yeah. When we looked into its depth, all of us were struck speechless. What's happened? Blue. Oh my god, so this is the fan. Oh. No, you've got to be kidding me. So the fan is actually the thing that is quite literally blowing the entire... Oh, I suppose it's literally shifting fucking plates. Just so much so that, you know... Well, I mean, it does make sense as to why earthquakes would be committed. I mean, could you imagine the amount of pressure? Especially if the plates are colliding against each other. You know, they're conservative plates. Like, could you imagine the amount of pressure that would be released if they were just forcefully blown? And then, you know, loads of seismic activity. Loads of things breaking. So now they're probably going to be in, like... I mean, judging by how much, you know... Because there'll probably be, you know, a fucking ton of, you know, fault lines that have been shifted because of this. So I'd assume you could get a very high magnitude earthquake. Like, seriously, I wonder how high the magnitude would be. A vast, howling wind coming from an electric fan. What the hell is that? There's a huge electric fan spinning away at the bottom of the hole. The enormous fan was rotating at an incredible speed, and every time a crag crumbled away in the depths of the hole, it was smashed up and reduced to tiny pieces of it. Jesus Christ. God. That's insane. So that must be a very, 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 very deadly fan. Don't jump down that hole, whatever you do. It was a huge, yeah, huge, enormous, killer electric fan. No, but the only thing is, where is the electric appliance actually? Where is the electrical appliance? Turn that off and turn the fan off in theory? Watch out. Oh my god, what happens? Cracks continued to open up in the earth, and everything began to collapse into the ever-widening hole. Ooh, yeah, understandable, yeah. God, and everything began to collapse into the ever-widening hole, as if we were all being devoured by the fan, if we didn't get out of there fast. Yeah, fair enough, yeah, we'd end up falling into that hole too. Everything is crumbling away. Jessica, Shannon. Let's run for it, hurry. Matara-sama. Look out, oh. Oh no, we don't want the prince to meet a tragic fate. Oh shit. Oh my god, what's happened? What? The earth opened wider and Battler was swallowed up. What? Oh my god, yeah! Jessica's got to be the one who does it. Shannon just barely managed to grab hold of his arm, but she too was dragged into the... Oh my god, yeah, understandable, yeah. She too was dragged into the hole, leaving her dangling by one arm from the... Oh, fuck. Battler. Shannon.
その手を離して上に上がれ
Oh
シ
God.
ャノンちゃん
I love this. It's gotta be totally. I love the stock nature of it. Let go of my arm and climb up, Shannon. No, no, no.
そんなことしたら
You will be killed by the killer electric fan! If you do that, you will. One of Basila's shoes slipped off and tumbled into the... Oh, God, that's a little bit bad. Oh, yeah, it was sucked into the fan, torn to pieces and scattered. God, I love how ridiculous this is.
俺
Jesus.
の手を離せ
Let go of my
こ
hand.
のままじゃ二人とも死んじまうぞ
Fair enough, though. Yeah, yeah. At this rate, we're both gonna die.
その命令には従えません
I can't obey that order.
シャノしっかり
Shannon, hold tight.
今引き上げるから
Before you both are. Oh my God, they're all gonna die! Seriously? Oh God, another huge fissure appeared in the earth. Oh boy, appeared in the earth. And Jessica found herself separated from the others. The other two were in trouble, but she couldn't even go and help. Oh my God, seriously though, yeah. Basila. Shannon. God, yeah, it's totally hopeless. God, I'm just genuinely surprised at this. I mean, to be fair, a killer electric fan. Cause of death. An electric fucking fan. I mean, how are you going to be able to say that at a funeral? Oh, God, yeah, looking down on Jessica, who's crying out in despair. Burncastle
な
sniff.
かなか悪くないクライマックス
No, I see that. Yeah, nice glam. Yeah, I do wonder what's genuinely going to happen in this world. Like, what is going to happen to these pieces of the play once they have actually died?
バトラとシャノンにひき肉になるところを見せつけてから
Oh my
ジェシカも
God,
同じ熱を
no. No! I do see that though, yeah, since I get to see Bethel and Shannon be turned into a hamburger, Jessica will go the same way, right?
悪くないわ
Not bad.
素敵なお家よ
There's a fine punchline, alright?
でしょ
No, I see that.
愛してるわベル
I love you, Val.
あなたの好む物語なんてお見通しなんだから
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. I love you, Vern. That's why I know exactly what kinds of stories you like the most.
ふざけんなお前ら
Seriously though, yeah, screw you.
の脚本をよくもこんなひどいものに
How dare you turn my script into this nightmare? Nightmare or not?
あなたの書いた脚本じゃない
What? Wait, hang on a second. She was the one who wrote all of... What? Nightmare or not, you were the one who wrote this.
私はこんなひどいことは書いてない
I didn't write anything like this at all.
今まで散々書いてあったじゃない
What? You wrote all of that messed up stuff earlier, though. Yeah, I suppose so, but you still didn't write anything regarding, Yeah, seriously, this is not her work, though. You can't blame her for it. I mean, she obviously wrote the script that enabled this to happen, but no, this wasn't her fault. It was true. Everything before now had been her work. Which is why Jessica revised it. Oh, yeah, understandable, yeah, but she hadn't written anything at all about this. Yeah, about this killer electric fan to begin with. Jessica tried over and over to write about Basila and Shannon being saved. Oh my God, but the letters just vanished as if they had been written on a sandy beach and then washed away by the way. What's going on?
どうして修正できないんだ
Why can I not revise this? God. So her play may actually kill two people that she knows so dearly. Jesus Christ. What's going on? Why can I not revise this? Damn it. Shannon's grip and battle was going weaker and weaker by the moment. Oh yeah, somebody's so gonna die. The electric fan stopped. Doesn't work. The two were miraculously saved. Still doesn't work. The story ended and we were saved. Why is nothing working? Yeah, honestly, the only thing that's gonna work is fucking death. actually kind of like this song. It reminds me of, I mean, obviously I have the melody that, you know, this really reminds me of properly wired into my head. I just can't remember what the song was called. And that melody is then an arrangement of, I don't even know. I don't know what the song is called, but, you know, it's an arrangement of the really, really celebratory organ music that I think is that begins in episode 3. I can't remember. Do, 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 do. The electric fan stopped. Doesn't work. Too miraculous to say. Still doesn't work. The story ended. We were safe. Why is nothing working? It's because Lambda and Burnett are infinitely more powerful than you. They have control over the script. Yeah, seriously though, yeah. After everything else I wrote and read before, why can't I write more? Oh my god, fair! Yeah, well the story's already over, right? Just make a revision, I don't know. You could, in theory, prevent this from happening, though, I see that. Well, the story's already over, right? You can only make revisions within the actual story. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Yeah, it's impossible to revise anything outside of it. Damn it, all to hell! No way, you can prevent it from happening. Are you saying that this nightmare is a climax to the story? Damned witches. God, yeah, fair. You damn witches! How dare you! How dare you screw up my script and make everyone suffer that? Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Yeah, but you were the people who screwed it up. Nah, it's interesting that she's emphasizing this. Yeah, the one who wrote this whole screwed up script was you, wasn't it? Even this gruesome bad end, you know? Yeah. No, she didn't write it. She hasn't... Sorry, my English is being a little bit fucked. I am very, very tired. She hasn't been the person who has written this, though, genuinely. I mean, I just find it so funny to think about the fact that they're just constantly trying to convince her. Maybe it's just some sort of alternate sheet of the script that they've lost or something like that. Or maybe an alternate sheet of the script that she's binned or something like that. I don't know. No, I never wrote it. And maybe she's wrote this, you know, at the end, at the most tired point of her journey. So as a result of that, she doesn't remember it. I don't know, though. No, I never wrote anything about everyone being swallowed up by a killer electric fan and dying. Oh, really? God, they're being so brutal about this, and they are just being assholes in general, let's be honest here. And malicious. And here we were, just trying to explain things to you. Oh, shit, wrong thing. Fair enough, so you wouldn't be made a laughing stock. This girl is pretty paperish. She probably doesn't get it. God, you are so much of an asshole. You know something this other person doesn't. They're inferior. We must make fun of them. Guess so. God, yeah. And I've totally figured it out. That is what she can do. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, they're gonna die! I'm so sorry, my hand is about to... It's fine. Hurry up and let go of me. Yeah, hurry up and let go of me. And then climb up without looking back.
I
can't live by myself. God, yeah, I can't live by myself. If you're gonna die, I'm going with you. Yeah, think about Yasuda.
バカを言うな生き残れ
It's actually really interesting to think about the fact that you could think this, if it was applied to real Umineko, and you know, the main story, this could be a conversation between Basada and Yasuda. Don't be so stupid, you still have to live.
あなたは王子様で私を助けに来たんでしょ
Fair. Yeah, you're the prince who came to save me, aren't
も
you?
う私を一人ぼっちにしないで
God, yeah, fair. Yeah, I don't want to be alone anymore. Number one, Shannon's fingers clutching the face of the cliff. Oh my god, yeah, began to lose their grip. Yeah, none of it was any good. God, yeah, somebody's dead. Oh, yeah, yep. All to be reduced to meat by the killer electric fan. Shannon and Basala tumbled down to hell. God, yeah. Damn. That's actually really quite romantic, that. Yeah, and the moment of free fall before they were sucked into the killer electric fan. They hugged each other tightly. So that at the very least, they would be able to meet their ends together. God, yeah. This is the most stock play ever. I bet you, you know, they're not going to be killed by the electric fan. There's going to be some sort of twist. Oh. Yeah, I knew it. Oh my god, I love that. Yeah, so when everything gets really, really far and everything gets way too far, surprisingly, Burn and Lambda don't actually make it real. But then again, I suppose everything's all illusionary to begin with, so they can't genuinely die because of this, unless they were killed in the real world. They weren't in hell, nor were they in the middle of the middle of the killer electric fan's blades. They were on a bed in the guest house. Yeah, seriously though, yeah. For a moment, they sat there holding each other tightly and oh god. Yeah, that's awkward. Was that a drink? No, it wasn't. No, that was genuinely real. That's the funniest thing. Exactly, I couldn't possibly be. Where's Jessica? Yeah, where is Jessica? That's a really good point. Their bodies were still covered with scratches from the cliff face they had been scraped against just a few moments earlier. Maybe they have genuinely been killed and this is just some sort of weird state they are going into before they fucking die and feel it, obviously. That great adventure in which they risked their lives really had happened. Fair though, yeah, the fact that they'd returned to their own world meant that the story had reached its end safely. Yeah, I see that, yeah. Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, it was clear that Jessica had managed to revise the story at the very end. I know, did she sacrifice herself? But Jessica herself was nowhere to be seen. Interesting. In the meantime, Jessica. Oh, I see. It was in front of the writing desk in her own room. Lying on the desk with a script and the red pen. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Jessica had collapsed on top of them. Oh my god, yeah, Lambda, Delta and Burncastle were standing on opposite sides of her. God, at the very last moment, she had managed to revise one single... Oh my god, I wonder what that is. Yeah, fair. Maybe it's just where the prince actually was. Sorry, where the princess actually was. Or maybe it could have been, I don't know, I think it's definitely got to be something to do with the location. Or maybe... No, you've just got to make it so that it's not near mountains. No. Because of that, the story had ended. Ambassador and Shannon had been saved. But how? Seriously though, yeah. No, but could you think about the fact that there's maybe someone else? Could you imagine if there was someone else alongside these people who also wants to intercept Jessica's plot? I mean, I think that's very unlikely because of the fact that she was the one, you know, the action of her changing a line has caused Basala and Shannon to be saved. But still, Jessica hadn't written anything about that huge electric fan in the first place. No matter how many times she tried to revise it, that change hadn't been accepted because the story was already over. Yeah, but then this one did, yeah. However, Jessica had certainly made a revision. She changed a single letter. What? In other words, how?
よかったわね。
Seriously though, yeah, that means not everyone has died as a result of your plot. Good for you.
赤っ恥をかかなくて。
Seriously though. Cause of death. Killer electric fan. Yeah.
どうもありがとうございます。
I love how nervous she sounds. Thank you very, so very much. And very tired as well. Jessica, who was slumped over the desk, timidly raised her head. Her face was bright red with embarrassment. Because I'm so paper. I'm in no position to be saying this. Oh, she's probably going to be saying. Oh my god, I really want to see what this is. Yeah, because I'm so paper, I'm in no position to be saying that. But if you want to insert cool-looking English words, you should really make sure that you spell them. Oh my god, what? By the way, the word fin is actually French. Oh. Oh my god, has she changed it to bin? Yeah. I thought something was off about it. If you change it to bin, then just put the script in the bin. I thought something was off about it. You just miswrote it because you were sleepy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody's exaggerating. She thought it would be cool to write Finn at the end of the story. Oh my god, you are sad. But she was too far. Oh, I see. But she was too far embarrassed to ever tell anyone that she ended up writing fan bung. Oh my god, somebody didn't pay attention in English class. Holy shit. No, seriously, what was that? I'll ask again. You just miswrote it because you were sleepy, right? God, I love that. I mean, obviously, it does actually make sense. I kind of like that twist at the end. That's really quite fun, of course. That's hilarious, though. So Burn and Lambda, they've completely continued, you know, everything as a result of what, you know, Jessica has actually done there. God, that's insane. I love how fucking stupid this story was. Seriously. Fan. Yeah, I know. I love that. That's actually a really good little, you know, part there, because obviously it commemorates the end of the story here as well. That was really quite fun. I think the funny thing about that story is, I think, like the title says, you know, everything about that story was just so absurdly crap. And I just find it genuinely hilarious to think about the fact that, you know, a ridiculous plot, and then, you know, people actually act out a play. They quite literally act it out, and then, you know, the writer of the play just realizes how shit their play is while people were acting it out. And then, as a result of that, you know, so much has changed. Wow, the play is actually occurring. I just find it funny because of the fact that, you know, could you imagine if Basila could do this with his logic errors in Umineko? I mean, then again, he was always one step above Erika anyway, but still, like, if he wasn't one step above Erika, could you imagine if he still had this power of modification? Like, even after Erika has declared it's a logic error. That'd be really quite cool if that was the case. That's a really quite fun story. I mean, I obviously thought that was just a really light-hearted, and obviously, I think that story just tried to be as shitty as possible. It was fun, I won't deny that, but it was a little bit crap. I mean, no, the thing is though, I think it took a really, really crappy plot, but then it actually made it into something creative, and it was entertaining to read, but you obviously can't deny about the fact that it was just originally derived from a really crappy idea. But it takes a crappy idea and it makes it into a fun story that's actually really quite good. So much so that you actually enjoy how crappy a lot of the ideas are. But then again, I think the ideas about, you know, the story being intercepted by Burn and Lambda, they were really quite clever. And I just love how, oh my god, Saku, holy shit, she's gonna be annoyed. You know, she's gonna be annoyed when she realizes how, firstly, botched this play is, and secondly, how annoyed Jessica is. So yeah, we're gonna read Forgery number XXX next. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit when I obviously go to that story. Yo, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be doing some more of the Umineko Hane playthrough, and I've actually got a really odd story to be showing you guys today because, you know, we've got Forgery number XXX, and the funny thing about this is, you know, a new fragment based on the popular Ushidomiya Battler culprit theory. Now, obviously I've read this description in advance, so I was just thinking, could you in theory fully justify the fact that Battler is the culprit? I really do wonder if that is actually something you could do. So here's my reason for justification. So what you could think is the reason that Angie hasn't been told the truth is because of the fact that Battler did it. Battler has written these stories to deliberately conceal the truth from Angie. Eva has never told the truth because of that. And, you know, obviously the world of the cat box. You could then explain this, the world in the cat box, that Byrne actually showed Angie because of the fact that the red truth did have a loophole in. It wasn't the absolute truth, it was her interpretation. But then again though, I don't really understand why Byrne would be as cruel as possible, yet not show Angie the fact that Battler has actually done it. But then again though, I mean, you know, in the version that Angie was actually shown, I remember the version Angie was shown when, you know, she'd actually learned the truth. I remember seeing that really terrifying CG with Battler and his parents just totally laughing. But that was done in an effort to mock Angie as much as possible after Byrne's puzzle. So, yeah, I suppose you could think that, you know, maybe that could be the case after all. It'd just be really funny to think if Battler was actually trying to completely disguise himself from the murders. And obviously he escaped as well, that's the funny thing. But I really do wonder if you could actually create like an alternate story based on Battler being the culprit. But then again though, I mean, if Battler was the culprit, it is actually really interesting to think about the fact that, you know, so let's think about episode 8. So Battler's, you know, got in some sort of traffic accident after obviously going down towards Beatrice. Yeah, that is actually a really good, like, why did he go down to the sea so ridiculously much? I think he nearly drowned because that is actually a really odd thing. I don't think I've actually contemplated that before. It's either suicide or maybe it could be because he genuinely did see someone down there. Or maybe, like, he thought he saw someone, or maybe, I don't know. Or maybe it was just stress as well, because obviously he had to drive a boat home. I mean, he doesn't exactly know how to do that. What if it all went wrong? What happened to the boat then? Jesus Christ. But, yeah, what I'm trying to say, I mean, I've actually just thought of something just there that is really good to be thinking about. I need to think about that more. Because why did he get into a condition where he nearly got into a traffic jam? But then again, that was an illusion. That was illusionarily told to us, so it could all be a lie anyway. And maybe he just got in that traffic accident because he did actually want to commit suicide. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'll figure that out later, or at least I'll try to. So, yeah. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that he could have deliberately tried to divert the attention away from him in Toya's, you know, in Hashijo Toya's work. It would be really interesting if Battler was truly the culprit. What would happen in the end of episode 8 when, you know, Angie had reawoken Battler's memories? Right, so now that we've literally... And it's interesting about Yasuda related things as well. Maybe this new Toya personality actually enabled Battler to understand, you know, the true horrors of not only what his crime has done, but, you know, what... everything about Yasuda as well. So, yeah, it's just really quite funny to think about the fact that you could somehow make it so that Battler is a culprit, but the only thing is obviously there's the red truth saying that Battler will never be the culprit. But then again, what if Battler has a name change? Oh my god, that would be so funny. So, yeah, anyway, I think, how long have we been talking? We've probably been talking for, oh my fucking god. Right, we need to get on. Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's get into this. This is going to be really quite interesting. So I do wonder what's going to be here. So is Battler going to be really evil? Is this going to be some sort of really weird tale that... Yeah, a discussion of the Ushidomiya Battler culprit theory. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I thought I fucking set up power keys. Wait, what? Oh, no, that's even worse. I did. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hang on. Right, okay, that should hopefully be good now. Yeah, okay, cool. Why are we seeing hope out of everything? Why such a positive soundtrack? Right, what's actually going to happen here? Definitely didn't yeah, firstly we see culprit theory, and then we see somebody being happy as the first line of the story. That feels a bit contradictory. So many roses. Oh my god, this is going to be interesting. So many roses. Oh god, don't be so hasty, you'll fool again. Hey Jessica, Maria-chan. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, let's go and say hello to Grandpa and the others first. Oh, I find it's actually, she's probably running around so much because she's excited by the roses that, you know, she may fall over. God. Yeah. I don't disagree whatsoever. Yeah, the rose garden is so darn beautiful every time I see it. Ain't it? Oh yeah, she did. Yeah, I liked it much better before the remodeling. Oh my god. Well, we're clearly seeing that that's not the case in, you know, just how many people have actually expressed the fact that they like the, you know, the rose garden. To be honest, I think even if we saw this remodeling in real life, I think we'd find it beautiful, like every single one of us Umineko fans. I liked it much better before the remodeling. My brother's got no sense of style at all. Oh my god, I just love how instantly that followed. Can't he do anything else but complain? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Not the ears. Don't pull the ears! Ah, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the family members coming for the family conference strolled around the rose garden bickering like, oh my god, yeah, seriously, yeah. Oh yeah, but this year was slightly different from last because after having been apart from the Ushinomiya family for 6 years, Basila will return. This is going to be really interesting. I wonder what's going to happen about Yasuda. So, are you the culprit in this forgery, basically? It really has been a long time, but just as expected, the mansion and the garden are still huge. Damn, after 6 years of no contact at all. Oh my god, I love that. Damn, after 6 years of no contact at all. I can't believe that the first thing you've noticed after coming back is the mansion and garden are still huge. Oh my god, I love that. That's actually really, really good. Oh boy. Looks like you got bored in these last 6 years without Basila. Huh, Jessica? Oh god. Yeah, somebody's gonna get embarrassed. But the area here is not the only thing that seems huge. Oh my god, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Basila, you've grown quite a lot as well. Yes, you did. Oh my god. If anything, Maria might have grown the most out of all of them in terms of a difference in height. Maria didn't grow at all, did she? I feel bad. Time passes by, always remain the same size. Don't worry. Yeah, you'll start going soon too. I will never forget. When I finish this, I will never forget how fucking stupid this guy's laugh is. Yep, we know you. Oh no. Mama. Are there many ways one can grow? Oh my god. Yeah, hey Basila, you pervert. Seriously though, yeah. Oh my god, she's only fucking 9. Hey Basila, you perv. Don't treat Maria as such weird stuff. Oh my god, is he getting hurt? Jessica's violent ways haven't changed at all either. I find it really quite funny to think that Rudolph and Basila are so fucking similar. I really do wonder if that actually implies that Rudolph was really quite similar to Kinzo in his youth. Not obviously in terms of the brain aspect, but because obviously they have completely different trains of thought, but and obviously associations with Beatrice as well, can't forget about that. But yeah, I do wonder if they all acted the same. Hey, let's go, you brats. You can fool about later. Seriously, though, yeah, I don't disagree whatsoever. It's the first time they met in 6 years. Yeah, definitely. They're all pretty excited. Now, everyone. I'll lead you to the guest house. Why is everything so pleasant? Please, come along this way. Eh? What's the problem, Battler? Did you see something? Oh, interesting. After being called by Gordar, everyone headed towards the guest house. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Only Battler continued to gaze at the rose garden, calmly and with a little bit of surprise in his eyes. Battler, what's up? Oh, sorry. I wonder why. Just go ahead without me. Right. A very obvious name is going to come up now. Yasuda. What the fuck is going to happen about her? Seriously. Could you imagine if Battler actually remembers this promise with Yasuda? Battler, is something wrong? Yeah, sure. I just want to feel the wind a little longer. Just give me a bit. What's up with you being so smug? Can't you do that as much as you want later? Until just now, he had been carelessly fooling around with his cousins. Oh my god, yeah. Very, very different, yeah. But now, all of a sudden, Battler's expression showed a slight hint of gloom. I'm expecting anything here. Yeah, his eyes did not reflect his cousins. The only thing it reflected was the sight of the rose petals dancing into the rose garden. Oh my god, I like that, yeah. Or maybe even the grey sky at the horizon. Oh my god, yeah, not blue sky. No. Yeah, of course it's grey. Alright then. Maybe that's actually a little bit of foreshadowing, who knows. Well, let's go, everyone. Battler came back to Doc Genjima, no, the Ushinomiya family, after 6 years. It was clear that he needed some time to sort out his feelings. Sure, man. George understood that, and so he asked Maria and Jessica to accompany him ahead. Oh, I see, after all, it's been 6 years. Just now, they had been playing the same way they used to 6 years ago. But despite that, it was still 6 whole years. Yeah. After such a long time, it was surely not just his height and features, but his mind as well. He must have changed severely. Oh my god, yeah, seriously, especially if he wants to literally commit murder. I mean, I just don't understand. Is it going to be out of Battler's own will? Like, seriously, I wonder. No, but that is understandable though. I mean, why would you do it now? After such a long time. Yeah, definitely. I don't disagree whatsoever. Oh, that's interesting. Oh my god. Yeah, definitely. I mean, this doesn't look like the expression of somebody who is going to be very nice. Or is going to do a very nice thing. In that expression, one could see something entirely different than the Battler from 6 years ago, who was just a child. Yeah. Seriously, Jessica thought so as well. Got it. Oh, that's interesting that she's actually, you know, thinking something that looks very, very odd is in his expression. I mean, it looks kind of depressed. Here, you could think a dejected sort of smile could be in place. Or you could think about the fact that he looks like he's about to kill someone. Got it, we're gonna go ahead. See you later, Battler. Maybe Jessica could be an accomplice. Yeah. Later. Maria spurted ahead hastily when she was called by Rosa, and George and Jessica followed her. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. After that, the only thing left in the rose garden, among the silently blowing wind, was Basila's figure. Yeah, what now? After he had made sure that all signs of the family members had vanished into the guest house. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Basila relaxed a little, let the tension leave his shoulders and sighed shortly. Basila, huh? Ushidomiya Batara. That's supposed to be my name, true? I've been called by it many times. Obviously, that's what I name it. This is really weird. Oh, that's actually really quite funny to think about the fact that, you know, you could attribute everything regarding Yasuda to Batala. Oh my god. But as sad as it is to admit that Ushidomiya Batala that I know and myself are completely different people. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, wait, what? Is this Beatrice? Or the illusionary Beatrice? It was then that a forceful wind blew through the rose garden. In the blink of an eye, the rose petals scattered and danced about. Oh, interesting. Revealing a fantastic scenery. Oh my god, yeah, that must be amazing. But then, those dancing rose petals, as if they were frozen in time, stopped moving in midair. That was a parallel world where only the wind blew. God, yeah, that is weird. What's going to happen now? Is it going to materialize into someone? Oh, damn. We got her there. Yay, we're getting episode 7 song. Love it. Lord Butler. Welcome back. What the fuck? It's this person. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember this person. Yeah, this is in the Yaoi chapter. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember seeing Black Battler. No, you've got to be kidding me. The battler that's going to be evil is called Black Battler. Umineko being a little bit... Oh, I don't want to make the joke. It's just weird. You're looking good. Yeah, that is actually really interesting, so I wonder what Black Battler is going to be saying. Okay, I'm sorry, but when I say Black Battler, it is so weird that I'm not saying Battler the, I don't know, like a version of Battler who is dark-skinned. It just feels so weird that when you say black, you're actually referring to the outfit. I just can't get used to that. You're looking good. How long has it been since we last met? Now, this is going to be really interesting. I mean, look at his face. What has happened? After Land of the Golden Witch? What? That's really weird. I had the privilege to be at your side during Trinity of the Golden Witch. Oh, that's interesting. So, yeah, the Trinity of the Golden Witch is actually the last one. That's really, really interesting. So this is like a parallel world of Umineko. That's really cool. Now, if we consider that Lady Bankos's Game Boy, this is supposed to be the last. Fair enough, yeah, no matter how long it was. However long it was, we met again anyway. Interesting. The different coloured rose petals in the garden suddenly changed their colour. What? All of them were suddenly of a beautiful gold. Oh my god, yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're in the Golden Land. Yeah, this is no longer the rose garden of the Ushidomiya family. It was the place where golden roses bloomed. The Golden Land. Yeah. Oh, I just find this really weird with Black Battler though. And I find it interesting to think about the fact that Battler and, you know, the person who actually is in Battler's head, they're totally different people. It's as if an appearance, you know, an appearance is totally different to, you know, what you actually let out, really. And I mean, that obviously applies to so many real world situations. I just really love how absurdly similar yet different the game board names are. Funny that the fact that Burns' game being the last game board, yeah, that one is definitely similar to our world. It's just really got funny to think they're so different yet so similar. I wonder what, you know, Battler's role is and how everything actually compares in this game board towards the one that we've played. Yeah, Battler sat on a garden chair and looked up to the sky. I see. Ronove made some tea with magic tea set and then offered it to Battler. Oh, look at him! He just looks so odd when he kind of has eyes that look like the Seven Snakes of Purgatory. So what actually, yeah, so I'm right here now. It means I'd better play out my part as myself, right? Oh, how should we proceed? Yeah, that is a really good question. A piece has a duty as a piece. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Once it has been placed on the game board, as long as it remains within the boundaries of the role given, it can run wild on the board to its heart's content. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. That is correct. And you have been summoned here once again. Ah, that's actually really quite interesting to think about. The fact that he is going to be a piece on the game board and he is going to be the one who is going to totally go to the limits of his limits. Yeah, that is correct. And you have been summoned here once again precisely for that purpose. So you mean... Oh my god, yeah, definitely, yeah. Well, then again, I mean, yeah, as long as it remains, that's actually really quite funny when it says within the boundaries of the role given. I mean, it doesn't really matter here, because Battler, if he's smart, he will be able to, you know, have no boundaries. The only boundary will be the fact that he's human, and the fact that he isn't a fucking witch. So you mean I can do whatever I want, no matter what it is? Right? Yeah, no, I do totally see that though, yeah. That's quite correct. Therefore, your role is... Yeah, to run as wild as I want. Exactly, Batora-sama. Yeah, that just feels really weird. I mean, obviously we couldn't really hear the laugh much, but it just sounded ominous. It sounded like he... God, yeah, that sounds totally subtle but evil. I like it. Yeah, but it wasn't a pleasant laugh. No way. You can do whatever you want, so why would you use that for good? I just find these sprites so weird. It was a dry laugh. It is a dry laugh. That is actually exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking that is the type of laugh you make when, you know, your voice box is totally hurting. That's actually what I was thinking as well. That's quite funny. It was a dry laugh, revealing his stance towards being summoned here without knowing what his purpose was. Yeah, having just been burdened with such a stupid job. Oh, no, I know. Yeah. No, seriously though, that's the worst thing. Yeah, whatever I end up doing is my own choice. That's correct. Oh god. Yeah. Whatever you do and don't do is completely up to you. Though there is just one restriction. What about... No way, don't ever bore us. You have got to be kidding me. Oh my god. I bet you Lonove is doing this as much as possible. Just, and you know, obviously encouraging Battler as much as possible. Just so he can get an interesting show going. Oh my god, precisely. No, seriously, yeah. Even I, Lonove, am looking forward to see what you will show us in this tale of joy and sorrow. And how am I supposed to know what to do? Are you completely insane? Yeah, it's just like those TV variety shows. Oh my god, that's awful. Jesus Christ. I'm actually really quite surprised things like those exist. On fucking TV, live TV sometimes as well. They suddenly call a young actor on stage and tell him to do something fun without any preparation, you know? No, it isn't, no! No, that is quite a pleasant comparison. Fine. I'll make them dance once again. Oh, that's actually really interesting. Yeah, I will swing the conductor's baton on this incomprehensible serial murder case. And it's interesting to think about the fact that if Battler is evil and if he actually is the culprit, then, you know, he doesn't actually find the truth whatsoever. Well, then again, he has no love, he can't see it. Oh my god. Every one of you, I will raise the baton, waiting eagerly, despising your diligent mannerism. God, that's actually really quite funny, that. I mean, you know, that just totally shows that he is going to ruin everything. I love that though. Are you completely insane? Yeah, this is actually going to be really quite interesting. What story might you spin this time? Yeah, the preparations are complete. The preparations are complete. Now, shall I lend you a hand with anything? Ooh, oh my god. So, Rolliver is actually going to be the person with a direct involvement in the game board rather than Beatrice. That's odd. Yeah, should it be, that is, I'm assuming, that is my assumption. Yeah, shall it be the letter announcing the murders handed in the Rose Garden? Or maybe the preparation of the stage of the tragedy. No, definitely though, yeah, everyone is already eagerly waiting for the curtains to be raised. Who isn't, yeah? This time, who do I start with? Don't start with Yasuda, please. This time, who do I start with? No. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he is properly going into it. He doesn't even care about the fact that he's killing his own family. What a contradiction between, you know, episode 6 Battler, for example. I think that's the best example of how much of a contradiction it is. This time, who do I start with? No, how should I kill them? Oh my god, what's going to happen here? Ushinomiya Batara. No matter who might see this form, they will suspect nothing. Oh my god, yeah, definitely, yeah. Still, the expression he was wearing was that of another person. Was he really Ushinomiya Batara? He was a piece that had the same shape as Ushinomiya Batara. Oh my god, yeah, but quite a different role. Yeah. No, that's not it. I don't want to see any murders or any corpses. What? What I really want to see is just that one instant. I want to be witness to it. The instant? The one instant? That's actually really quite odd. I wonder what he's referring to.
ろうそくは燃え尽きる最後の一瞬が最も美しく瞬くと申しますな。
The most beautiful flicker is the one instant right before a candle was burnt out. Oh, I love that. So basically you flick something out instantly before it completely goes forever. So that's interesting. I mean, I suppose what that's actually trying to say is I suppose. Yeah, but I suppose it's really quite funny to think about the fact that he wants to desperately witness the deaths of his family, basically. But you know, he is. Oh, I suppose it's just going to be one instant, and then you know, all of their life is just going to be disappeared. It's just going to have disappeared. The most beautiful flicker is the one instant before a candle is blown out. Yeah. Oh my god, I didn't expect that. Wow. Let's fucking go. I love Liberator. Fucking good track. What I wanted to see is the most beautiful. Is that most beautiful, most dreadful? A moment of scattering! What? Wait, so you're basically saying that Basilar wants to kill everybody by either dismembering or gutting or just doing something that would mean that, let's say, like, I mean, look at this arm, for example. Let's just say, it was disconnected from my shoulder. He wants to see stuff like that, but with the entirety of the body. Basilar stood up as he said this, and while looking up at the dark, violent sky, he spread his arms and screamed. What? I want it in front of George's eyes while he cannot move. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this was a mistake. God. Yeah, this is going to be a cruel game board. There's going to be no love in this whatsoever. There's going to be nothing you're going to be able to discover. And then again, it's a forgery made by people who don't understand Umineko whatsoever. So, of course, it's not going to have love in it. I want it in front of George's eyes while he cannot move. What colour might be the tears he is going to shed when I will be slowly strangling Shannon to death in front of his eyes? Jesus Christ. I love that. What colour might be the blood that idiot father is going to spill be when I blow his head off? Yeah, he'll blow his head off the moment he learns that the son is the culprit. Oh my god, yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, well, oh, I'm so proud of my son. He's the culprit of murdering my fucking family, but okay. Oh god, yeah, the tears of the person who was so pride orientated. I see why. Yeah. Oh yeah. Jesus Christ, this person looks at too much gore. Get off. I don't know, what is a really good gore site? Like, I don't know, let's just say get off like Pixiv or Twitter. Get off those sites, get back to reality and realize how fucking sick it is. Jesus Christ, and then I will pretend I have just found her corpse. Jesus, what face might our Natsuki show, and what tears might she shed while starting to run? That was so good. Oh my god, just, you know, that mitai. In other words, I want to see. Well, mitemiru would be, you know, to try. You know, I want to try and see it. I think you quite literally translated it like that. But yeah. Oh my god, that's hilarious though. Yeah, with what kind of crumple face, man? That beauty. Oh my god, beauty. Jesus Christ. I want to see. And I'll cry along with her. What the fuck? And then I'll press her crying to my chest and... Oh my god, and will make her think I'm crying along with her.
そして俺は最低最悪なゲスの顔で
Yeah, in other words, you will be able to proclaim in red that you are dead. He'll be able to say in red, Aunt Natsuki is dead. And with the most horrible humility on my face, I will speak without crying or laughing. Somebody is a little bit fucking deranged. Oh my god, I love that. I love that. Yeah, that is the story you all want to see, right? Yeah, seriously. That is everybody who has thought of Battle as the Culprit. That's what they want to see. And I love that, you know, an equally ridiculous story is being shown so that, you know, these people can be satisfied with their ridiculous views. I will show it to you. This me. This is actually going to be really quite interesting. I will show it to you. This me. I will show you the greatest form of entertainment. Yeah, i.e. murdering people in the most cruel and merciless way. Yeah, that's such entertaining. Such an entertaining endeavor. Oh my god. This me. I will show you the greatest form of entertainment with an Ushidomiya Batara who can be the culprit. Jesus Christ, this guy has a weird laugh. Oh my god, so what's actually going to happen here? Yeah, Batara roared towards the sky. No, towards a full house of spectators. That's interesting. I really do wonder, God, that's even worse. And his exclamation was accompanied by a roaring thunder, just like an applause. And I suppose that could actually symbolize just the amount of people who believe in Battle being the culprit, which is very surprising. Truly splendid. Yeah, no, I see that. Yeah, a story truly worth seeing. I don't disagree, actually. Well then, Batara-sama. Yeah, what will tonight's game be? When will tonight's game be? How will tonight's tragedies turn out? Yeah, that is actually a good question. Well, who should be killed first? The first thing I want to do is an overture. I've just arrived here. And even before we do an overture, we have to tune the instruments. Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, no matter how splendid the sound might be, an instrument has to be tuned. What also happened on the stage of tuning? Hold up a sec. God, I just love how subtly and how metaphorically Dawn of S speaks. It's really quite cool, that. God. Ah yes, that beauty. Also this guy's fucking aunt. That's so weird. So what does he actually mean by an overture? I don't really understand that, because I've heard the word before, I just don't really know how it's used in this context. Oh, right, so it's more talking about an introduction to something here, okay. Yeah. Yeah, an introduction to something more substantial, I think that makes sense. But then again, I suppose you could also use, you know, the introduction to the orchestra as an example here. Yeah. Oh my god, that's horrible! So you're basically making it so that, you know, you prepare everything for the crime so that it's as saucy and spicy as possible. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. That's unbelievable. Is that actually possible? I'm gonna start by trying to kill you. Seriously though, yeah. I wonder if he's actually gonna be able to do it, or maybe he's making a fucking massive mistake. Well, that is something I have not expected. That is if Uronove even exists in the game board, which obviously he does. He's Genji, but still, I wonder, you know, what's actually going to happen initially if Genji is killed, especially because he's going to be very difficult to be killed, because, you know, he'll be with all the servants all the time. So how are you going to make it so that he's just secretly killed by himself? In what way has the me on this game board been portrayed? I want to finish testing that quickly and easily. Oh, that's interesting, yeah. This me was already written in a way worthy to be me. If it is not a me, if it is not a me that satisfies me. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So it's basically saying, you know, Battler could, you know, in theory, coordinate. You know, Black Battler could in theory coordinate Game Board Battler so that, you know, he does all of the crimes. But maybe it would be the case that the crimes wouldn't actually be able to happen because of the fact that, you know, they wouldn't be written in the way that is, you know, Battler wouldn't be able, he wouldn't have the capability to carry out what, you know, Black Battler wants. Battler said that while looking up at the heavens, this time his face really was filled with, oh god, yeah. But what a weird animation. I don't like it. Gormavere turned the tea set back into a cloud of golden butterflies. Oh, I see. Yeah, once again to clean up. God, that is convenient. I'm so fucking jealous. Then he revealed his neck by slightly opening his collar. Well then, Battler-sama. What? Wow. I'm genuinely surprised. Very well, Battler-sama. Please do with me as you wish. Jesus. Your fingers. No, don't tell me this is going to be some Sonozaki Shion shit here. Your fingers here. Your fingers one by one. God, yeah, what music will they make as I break them? Ooh, I wonder, okay, firstly, how the fuck do you think, are you so sadistic that you basically think, you know, I don't know, hammering hammer nails through, you know, fingers is something musical? I don't understand. But then again, I mean, I suppose if you did actually tune the sound and sampled it, then you could in theory do that. But why you would do that is another really good question. But obviously, you could think about fascism. Okay, I mean the song, I don't mean the political terminology. You know, the song, you know, fascism, what's another really good example? Oh, Shukusai as well, can't forget about that. Shukusai, fascism. I don't know. Also, Meditation Number 1. That's the song I like to attribute to torture. Kyoiku Eno Kaido, I think it was. Galleries of Madness. And Kyoiku as well. No, Kyoki, you know, Insanity. You know, songs like those. From Higurashi at least. Your fingers one by one. What music will they make as I break them? I want to hear it. Make a Higurashi reference, please. Battler laughed sinisterly. God, it's horrible. Wait, but in that laugh was neither something bizarre nor something demonic. It was purity. Oh my god, yeah, understandable. I like... Okay, I thought this was going to be just incredibly weird. Yukishi just casually justifying a fucking murderer. But no, I do totally see that. Yeah, I like how he specifies this. Yeah, the purity of a child. Field of interest. Jesus Christ, this Donove is really, really different to the one we've actually seen. But then again, it does actually make sense. I mean, this is written by different people. This is not written by Hachito Toya. Different characterization. Oh my god, I know. Yeah, Donove usually laughed in a prude, composed manner. But then again, people don't usually ask to kill Donove, so yeah. And this unrestrained laughter coming from him was a first for everybody. Yeah, for me, definitely, yeah. I understand, Batola-sama. Nah, you've got to be kidding me. He's actually doing it. Well then, first of all, these fingers. I'm sorry, but there is no way he doesn't have an upper plan. And, you know, an ulterior motive. No way. I'll offer them to you. Well then, first of all, these fingers. I offer them to you. That is, if you really are the person who is fit to taste my humble fingers. Oh my god, that's going to be funny. What if he isn't? I mean, then again, what if it's all face? All looks? What if it's just a total facade in reality? That would be fun, because obviously that means that Batello isn't going to be able to do very well in this. I want to test this as well. If I was portrayed in a way that I could be able to do something like that. No, that does make sense. So if Batello can't actually do anything to Donove's fingers, then that means his piece won't actually be able to do anything that follows him. Because obviously all pieces are a reflection of what the game master or the master of the piece can actually do. So if Black Batello can't do this, then Peace Batello won't be able to either. If I might actually turn out to be portrayed in a way that is not me. Oh my god, smash me, Donove. Tear me into pieces. Ah, that's interesting. Such a forgery would be unforgivable. Oh my god, I love that. Yeah. Now test me as well. If this me that has been called forth again is a forgery worthy of the biggest laughter. Love it. Oh god, yeah, so I wonder what is going to happen. Now Donove, test it. Let us both test it. No, do you know what would be so funny if he wasn't actually worthy of doing this and he was just all looks? Oh, they're going to have a proper battle. Wow! God, I really wasn't expecting how much of a battle they were going to have. That's really cool. Who won? Jesus Christ, I think that's what... I think that told us. Oh my god, and now you can never serve your tea to anyone but me. Ever again. For all eternity. Suddenly a dry clapping could be heard. Look who's here. Makes sense. This is going to be really interesting. Look who's here. If it isn't Beato. If you decide on watching, at least tell me you're here. Yeah, fair enough, actually. Yeah. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, that was not a soundtrack I was expecting. Okay, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? If you were portrayed to express yourself so joyfully, I might become your instrument as well. That might happen. This is interesting. After I've heard it once, I will never forget your sound ever again. You're the most perfect violin. That sound, it was as if it was coming from heaven itself. But I can wait a little longer. Because it is something really, really important.
長く長く永遠にめでる唯一のコツなん
That
だ。
is so sick. Oh my god. Total addiction. Masked by a million clever words. It's just an addiction in the end of the day. God, because that is the only one sound that I have loved for a long, long time and will love for all eternity.
それにしても恐ろしい。
Seriously though, and for her to be saying that, I mean, that's just wrong. Even if you put it like that, it's dreadful.
いや素晴らしい。
No, it's wonderful.
あのロノウェを相手に傷一つないとはな。
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, if that doesn't show that Basilar is capable of, you know, making it so that, you know, the entire family are going to be killed with his piece, I don't know what does. Even with Lornove as your opponent, you have not a single
なあ
wound.
ベアト、
Hey, Berto,
俺を見ろ。
look at me.
見ている。
I'm looking.
俺は俺か。
Am I me? God, this is when Basilar completely turned around. Oh, that's interesting on that face. Showing an inhuman smile, there was a single rose petal. It was a red petal. Oh my god, I know, yeah. It was a red petal in this golden land where only golden roses were supposed to bloom. Yeah.
認めようぞ。
I'll acknowledge
そ
it.
なたはそなたである。
You are you.
再び会えて嬉しいぞ。
I'm so happy to be able to meet you again.
そしてそなたは出会うたびに強く美しくそして恐ろしくなる。
Yeah, and through meeting you, being able to become stronger, more beautiful, and more dreadful. I think it's really interesting. I think this is actually a very good usage of this. Not a very good usage, no. But it's a good usage of this track. I think it just properly shows the sadness of somebody who is descending into evil while not even realising it. It's a very interesting little mood. I would have thought, you know, some sort of action-packed track would have been better, but this kind of works. It really does. God, that's insane. So I'm assuming, judging by this, that he actually knows the truth regarding... No, he doesn't know the truth regarding Yasuda because of the fact that the murders are described as impossible serial murders to him, you know, as Black Basilar literally describing it like that. So what I find interesting about that is, you know, the truth is never found by him, and also maybe the truth was different as well, can't forget about that, but you know, it's interesting, even though the truth wasn't actually found, you know, he feels as if Beatrice plays a beautiful sound. And Beatrice is a beautiful sound. And it's interesting that because obviously it shows that, you know, Black Basilar, you know, the second he met Beatrice in probably a pretty similar scenario and somehow became evil, you know, he didn't even have any problems with the personality. So I'm assuming in this parallel world, the Basilar that actually died, he was a really, really nasty man who obviously wanted to kill his entire family and actually had the desire to do it. God, I will never forget episode 7's scenes with Yasuda and this song, Jesus Christ. And episode 8, oh my god, that beginning. God, just properly throwing us in and, you know, letting us experience this track. I mean, my god, I'll never forget when I read that. Seriously. Yeah, it's just really interesting to think about the fact that, you know, I suppose the whole premise of Umineko is without love it cannot be seen, but, you know, Basilar literally has the love with Beatrice here, but at the same time he's abandoning that which he would never do beforehand, you know, in the game that we know, just to commit murder, really. And he's throwing everything away just for the desire to murder people. Am I me? You are you. I'm so happy to be able to meet you again. and through meeting you, being able to become stronger, more beautiful, and more dreadful. Yeah, definitely though, yeah. Fucking god. With every forgery that is written. Oh my god, this is gonna be funny, yeah. With every forgery that is written, and with each story that spun around Ushinomiya Butler being the culprit. That's actually really quite funny to think about the fact that Black Battler, you know, it's a completely illusionary. That's interesting. So Battler, it's not a parallel world where there was an evil Battler who then somehow went into the game board. No. So Battler, the actual evil Battler, grows, and I suppose obviously it's kind of illusionary metaphor as well because of the fact that, you know, the more shit that actually happens with regards to, you know, the increased discovery and awareness and, you know, belief of this truth or, you know, just interaction with this theory. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be the truth, just a theory can, you know, make him gain in popularity. The more he gains in popularity, you know, the more he's actually going to gain power. That's actually really quite funny, that. But then again, it's funny to think that, you know, the forgery, there are so many Battler culprit theory forgeries that, you know, as a result of that, he's grown this powerful. With every forgery that is written, and with each story that is spun around Ushinomiya Butler being the culprit, the entity called me is growing in power. Oh my god, yeah, this is truly dreadful. It's truly dreadful. What might those spectators who are longing for you expect from us? Expect from us, even? That's actually really quite funny to think. I mean, yeah, it is interesting to think that so many people, if people actually want Battler to be the truth, and that is the truth that they have actually devised from Umineko, then I suppose they are kind of longing for Battler, and every theory about Battler gives this guy more power. And it's really quite funny that it kind of metaphorically says, like, the more theories people give people, you know, the more powerful the more power the character will have over other ones, quite literally inside the story. It's really weird, because obviously normally when you theorize something it doesn't really have any effects, but here, you know, it's as if the actual character gains power. It's just such a weird concept. Isn't that quite obvious? It's something that applies to the both of us. You might be right. It's the same for me and you. Never bore us. God. That's actually really quite funny to think about the fact that, you know, these people. So basically, this is quite literally Yukishi saying, never ever stop boring him with Battler culprit theories because of how ridiculous they probably are. What the fuck? How did they die? Oh my fucking god. Shit. How, man? I get that I forgot to charge him, but fucking hell, that bad? Never bore us, though, I love it. Their laughter was answered by a huge roaring thunder, which became the applause of the spectators. Oh, I see. That's actually really quite funny, that. Somehow, he and them seem to have taken a liking to this forgery. Oh, I see. I just find it really quite funny to think about the fact that Battler quite literally likes the forgery, and I suppose if you metaphorically think about this, you could say that, you know, Battler and, no, sorry, you can maybe think about the fact that the voice actor of Battler, maybe he's really invested in Umineko's story, and then he probably really finds the Culprit theories of, you know, the character he did a VA of funny. I don't know. That'd be, if you liken that to real life, then maybe you could think that. Somehow, he and them seem to have taken a liking to this forgery. Well then, Battler. Yeah, that is a good question. What will you do now? From what tragedy will the overture begin? It isn't certain rising time yet. Fair, yeah. The signal will be the large clock in the hall at the stroke of midnight. That's what I thought. Yeah, totally like Beatrice's game. So what will you start with? God, disgusting. You call Gorda's tea disgusting. Right, okay, Battler. Okay. First I go to the mansion and drink that disgusting tea Gorda always brings us. Oh, it's really quite similar to episode 1, it seems. Then you'll gaze at my portrait while you're going to the beach. We're gonna love that. Yeah, who is that woman? I really, really do wonder. It's not going to be the persona I'm going to use to cover up the murders, no. And it's going to be really quite funny. I wonder what's going to happen. Are Battler and Yasuda's murders going to intersect and overlap? I wonder. Yeah, and I'll hear about the epitaph from them while having an exaggeratingly surprised look on my face. Nah, fair enough, yeah. My. Yeah, that's understandable actually, but I think it's gonna pick up after. It'll be a boring scenario before midnight. So very boring. Oh god. You're right, truly boring. So who is it this time? I have no idea. Anyone is... Oh my god, that's actually really... I love that this story is quite literally just an invitation for fanfics. I have no idea. Anyone is fine. And they're the same as us. Oh my god, yeah, seriously. Any human being doesn't like boredom. They don't like boredom. Oh my god, that's so good. Jesus Christ, talk about somebody who's kind to their viewers. Holy fuck. They don't like boredom. They like tales written in blood and tears, and more than anything else, a merciless sadist. Fucking hell. That really went far though, I love it. Those merciless... Yeah, fair enough though, yeah. Those merciless people will gather one after another and create forgeries like us. Do you understand? I love that, yeah. But I do totally see that. I'll turn this up a bit. Battler looked up to the sky once again. He looked bored. God, it's interesting to think about the fact that these people have, you know, attention spans that are worse than people who are social media addicts. Like, seriously, and very provocative. Oh, yeah, I see that. Oh, that's interesting. Are you watching, Toya? Tried to stop me soon. Try to stop me soon. Try to stop this farce. Oh, that's interesting. Someone try and make me laugh. God. Yeah, so basically, write fanfics about me being the culprit, readers. It happened so suddenly. It started to rain in the Rose Garden. It happened earlier than ever before. Oh, that's actually really quite surprising. Yeah, it was even earlier than that time when Maria starts crying for a rose that went missing. I hate this animation of rain, by the way. Oh my god. Those roses weren't golden anymore. Suddenly, we would return to the Ushinomiya Rose Garden with its many colours. Yeah. That's interesting. I do wonder what's going to happen about Battler now, because obviously somebody has to go to the decision of literally starting to murder. I could just totally imagine a story like this being really popular in, you know, the community of the forgeries, and then people actually thinking that, you know, just for fun, not even for a pursuit of solving the mystery and presenting their ideas for other people to solve, you know, this is going to happen. I just find that really quite cool, actually. It's a really quite unique little story, this. I love that anyone could be the author of the forgery. Even I could if I wanted to. Oh my god, I just find it really quite funny to think about the fact that anything really, really sweet and anything like romantic, sweet, happy is considered boredom for these people. And I just really like to think that, you know, being characters of these, you know, tales, you've got to be merciless, you've got to be horrible, you know, you've got to be someone that is always subject to these horrible things. Because if you aren't, and let's be honest, like, Yukishi's tales are all subject to total darkness. Like, if you aren't, then, you know, it's going to become boring. But that's only a very naive point of view. Any Umineko story is, even if you removed all of the violence, it would still be amazing. I mean, maybe not episode 8, but episode 7. Jesus Christ. I mean, when you think about violence, obviously, I suppose you could think about anything negative, really. I mean, I was thinking episode 7 doesn't really have much violence, apart from the part about literal World War II and conflict there, but, obviously we've got Yasuda. And, you know, that's mental violence ever since the beginning, and the, you know, multiple personalities hit in. So, I don't know. There is no Umineko story without violence, though, seriously. God, I was about to say episode 6. That would have been a mistake, judging by what happened to Erika. But then again, though, I don't think this is something to criticize about, and I just find it funny that we're kind of being likened to the people as evil as this, because we are evil for making the events that are so evil happen. I suppose that's what they're trying to say. Yeah, but they... seriously, though, that's so true. That last line there. That is actually really interesting. Proper Maria syndrome. Yeah. Oh no, Battler-sama. This is going to be quite something. So, if you keep standing there, you will catch a cold. Yo. Kanon, was it? Oh no. Is this going to be the first murder? Yo, Kanon, was it? It's been a while. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Is that so? So this is your plan for tonight's nightmare? Yo, the fact that Yasuda was already able to figure it out. Oh my god. That's actually really quite funny to think about that. So Yasuda may feel as if Battler suddenly returning out of the blue 6 years later could potentially be, you know, just starting a nightmare. Don't look at me like that. Even you want to see it, right? Jesus Christ, you do not know how dangerous saying... I mean, obviously, it's good that it's dangerous for Battler, but still, I mean, saying something like that to Yasuda, Jesus Christ. How my Lady Jessica is reduced to tears, both body and soul. Oh, God. You want to hear her say that it doesn't matter what happens to her, as long as Kanon is set free. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, it's interesting to think about what, you know, how these characters can totally be butchered by, you know, different writers really and different forgers. And I really like how this story just totally emphasizes the brilliance of Toya's works and how nobody can ever replicate them. You devil. Seriously, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, you devil. Who even called someone like you here? And I mean, this is the worst thing. Yeah, obviously, there is no way that Battler can know about Jessica and Kanon. And also, you know, yeah, it's just interesting. He doesn't know about Yasuda, but it could convince... It could, you know... Wait. Yeah, okay, that indicates that he knows about Yasuda. So, my evidence is, Kanon has only been here for 2 years. Yasuda has been there, obviously, ever since Battler has been there. Also, we can't forget about the fact that, you know, Battler actually recognises Kanon as well. It was the unstoppably huge number of spectators who, oh yeah, who expect to see me as the Culprit. Oh my god, yeah, I love that, yeah. Those nameless conductors who bestow that dream upon me. Yeah, that's interesting. And I just find it really interesting to think about the fact that Kanon is so mad because it just totally contradicts, you know, the basis of all of these tales, which was Yasuda's work. Come on, let's go, Kanon, or else you'll catch a cold. Jesus, right. Yeah, that is going to be very interesting. Oh, and don't forget this. I'll take care of it. Tonight, when the big clock in the reception hall strikes midnight. Ah, I see. That's interesting. I don't really think he should be handing that out in the rain, but okay. Tonight, when the big clock in the reception hall strikes midnight, you will deliver this to the family members in the dining room. You will tell them that there was a knock at the door of the servant's room. Oh, that's interesting. It actually has, you know, similarities to episode 5. And when he stepped out into the corridor, this envelope was lying on the floor. God, isn't that interesting as you wish? Wow. Again, a roaring thunder. The pitch black sky blinked violently. Yeah. Among the still falling rain, Battler once again spread his arms laughing and looked at the sky. After all, the eternal cat box truly was in his hand. Oh god, yeah, definitely, yeah, I love that. Yeah, just bullshit the outside of the cat box. Never ever come close to touching the inside of it. Completely divert the attention. Yeah, exactly though, yeah. After all, recurring nightmare was as he imagined it. Yeah, and after all, the fantasies of the people of the future would never deplete. Seriously though, yeah, exactly, there would never be boredom, and the cat box would never ever end, and this is why. Oh, yeah. It just feels so weird seeing Battler like this. Come, the game begins once again tonight. This is why this is the torture that will torment you for all eternity. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's interesting. I'll be waiting for you, my dear adorable black cat. Jesus Christ, he really seems like Burn here. I will quench your thirst with that blood. Yeah, as in... That's actually really quite funny to think about the fact that, you know, he's saying that here, he is so sadistic that, oh wait, let me just... Alright. I love you, my black kitties. So, as in, that's probably referring to us. Yeah, I will repeat this mad night for all eternity, just the way you love it. Yeah, seriously, though, yeah. Yes, of course. Tonight, we'll go with that plan. Let's fall together to the bottom of that eternal darkness. Sure, while we tightly embrace one another. Yeah, that's interesting. And I do find it really funny to think about the fact that, you know, if, especially for people like Angie, I mean, if she read all of this, then, you know, what would her perception of what is actually inside the cat box be? Because there would just be so much bullshit that's just so obviously wrong that it'd influence it. Yeah, that's interesting. Yes, obviously. Yeah, you will want to drink the blood, and you will want to have tales that result in blood all the time. And you're addicted to it. You're a proper gore watcher, oh my god. But no, I do totally do this. I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually kind of inspired to do a Battler fanfic now. Okay, you know what? I've got nothing to do. Oh my god. Okay, in my lunch break tomorrow, I'm going to make a mini fanfic on how Battler's going to die. And, no, sorry, how Battler's going to kill everyone. And I'm actually going to present it, like, right after this. Oh my god, I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do that. No, I'll get up really early tomorrow, and then I'll make it. I'll actually do it. Oh, it's going to be so shit, but still. Oh my god. No. Okay, I am sorry, but I never thought I'd be saying that. But still, I think it does genuinely sound like a really fun thing to do. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, Battler, let's fall to hell. And obviously, Black Battler will be given a little bit more power. Obviously, that illusion will then be able to... No, but it's interesting. Because of the fact... Let's think about the Forgers. Somebody creates a really realistic truth regarding, you know, the game world of Battler. The Black Forger... Black Battler then gains loads of power. And then he is able to convince other people who never really would have normally thought about the truth as much as other people would have. You know, he convinces their opinion of the truth. So thus, the illusion gains more power, and then, you know, he can beat people like Rolliver, for example. Yeah. Forgery number XXX. What now? Alright, I see. That was actually really quite fun, and I do find that to be quite an interesting story. Honestly, that was not what I was expecting whatsoever. And I'm actually quite happy with that. I must say, obviously, that wasn't the best quality story at all. And I think it's very, very... I mean, it's just not a good quality... It's not the best quality story. And I mean, I think if that story was properly explored, if that story had like a, I don't know, for example, a Saikoroshi length, yeah, you can make something really good out of it, I think. But no, it's just too short to be good. Still, that was a fun read, and I do actually find that interesting. I do want to try and make a shitty Battler Kirtling everyone fanfic now. That would be quite fun. Oh my god. Obviously, when I do make it, I'll make some sort of mystery if I can, and then I'll... Oh my god, I've got to make the most third-rate mystery because of the fact that Battler is the culprit. You just got to make it so that everyone is actually... No, everybody is hiding in the closed rooms or something absurd like that, I don't know. And, I don't know, maybe... No, but what I do find really interesting, by the way, is everything regarding Yasuda. Oh my god, yeah, it's gonna be fun. yeah, because I have a lot of ideas with Yasuda. Oh god, yeah. So, yeah. Right, I will see you tomorrow when I have made my painful fanfic. When I say painful, I mean it will be painfully bad, I'm sure. So, yeah, see you in a bit. And, yeah, overall, I really enjoyed reading, you know, that story just then. So, I'm actually quite happy about that. It was a nice thing to end the day with. Even if it wasn't really, you know, the best of quality. It was still quite fun. Right, okay, as you can see here, I have, as you can see by the wall of text in the background, like, literal wall, I have taken everything way too far. I actually made a little bit of a theoretical scenario where Battler could potentially be the culprit. It's not going to be anything good. I rushed this. It was merely just a way to quell my boredom in break time. So, yeah. Don't expect anything, okay? So, yeah, basically what I'll just walk you through it. So basically the story starts in theory. This is just a theoretical way. Battler could potentially have some sort of connection with Yasuda and could maybe become a culprit as a result of having resentment because of it. So firstly, I've put the, you remember the time where obviously Yasuda realizes that Battler, so I've changed the year to 1985, by the way, that's kind of key. I don't even know why I did that. I didn't really need to do that, but I just thought it would make a little bit more sense if I did so. So, yeah, George intercepts Yasuda's letter to Battler. That is the key plot point, because that is obviously how Yasuda loses trust in everything in this story. And then, yeah, obviously, we've got to add the realism in there. And, then we have, you know, a romance scene with Shannon and George, and then, yeah, so what I tried to think about here was, you know, Shannon doing a little bit of a facade, obviously, because she wouldn't know what is going on in Yasuda's head. You know, just to seem as if obviously everything's really quite lovely and everything's really romantic. And, you know, then what happens is obviously, even without Shannon herself knowing, she is crying. That's kind of the aim I was going for. And then, you know, her voice is, yeah, there's a little bit of audible stutter. I think this is a little bit too much of an exaggeration. I don't know why I put intensely. No, I think it should just be subtle. Something subtle that, you know, so, yeah. And then I thought, you know, sometimes when somebody's really pissed off, just talking about anything but the issue is a good way to actually, you know, comfort them. So I thought that's what he did there. And then, yeah, so maybe she could feel better. But then that doesn't work at all because, yeah, exactly. She still feels upset, and then, yeah. But he finally asks what the problem is, and then, yeah, he can't bear to see his lover like this. But, yeah, this is what I put. So Shannon can't tell because she doesn't fully know the problem herself, and then I just conveniently killed the conversation off by having her next shift, and then obviously, yeah, why would Yasuda's day not end in pain? So yeah, October 5th, generic family conference stuff. October 6th. This is where the kind of significant stuff happens. So, I mean, obviously, Yasuda thinking more about what had happened with George on the day of the letter would obviously be something she'd do on October 5th as well. But, yeah, so she replays the scene in her head and thinks about George. She was very nervous at the time. So, yeah. So, what I'm trying to think is George accidentally made it so that this was a secret that, you know, Yasuda has never been told about. He literally put the letter that he was going to give to Yasuda inside of, you know, his trouser pocket. So then Yasuda thinks about what she was seeing. She was too grief-stricken to notice it then, but now she is actually noticing, you know, that. So I thought that could in theory happen there. And then yeah, so she considers it deeply and the intents, and yeah, and then this is the mystery question. So why is it possible for a perfectly shaped envelope to be present when, you know, she'd literally seen George open the envelope and dress to him? So this is going up under the assumption that George is really fucking stupid. I mean, this is a really serious thing that is going on. I don't know why, you know, George would make it so that, you know, this is just as obviously discovered as it is here. So so their final romantic conversation, she asked what the letter could be, because I was thinking that you know, for example, the 1986 murders, because what happens with Yasuda, her grief becomes so bad that even as Shannon, she is willing to commit murder. So I'm kind of feeling here that you know, the grief has been so bad that it has kind of affected even Shannon's emotions, even though they're basically you know, separate entities really. So yeah, I thought that Shannon would actually have the memories of the letter because of that. So, yeah, he's got a very roundabout way of speaking, doesn't address the truth at all. He devises a lie, and in Shannon's head, this confirms her suspicions. Yeah, it was truly Battler's letter. And then, yeah, it makes Yasuda's personality awaken as well. And this obviously has the implication of the fact that, you know, she's going to do something that is only possible for a witch. So, yeah, this is my really shitty mystery time. So, Yasuda, while still masquerading as Shannon, carries luggage out of the house with George. So I'm thinking what's happening is Shannon obviously offers to help carry luggage, and I'm just going under the assumption that there are, for example, bags, there are suitcases, just, you know, the usual things that you would take in a holiday. So, you know, masquerading as Shannon and then asking to get the bag out, and then, you know, she offers to carry out a heavy bag of George's, and, yeah, obviously she's then going to accidentally drop it, and then the contents are going to go everywhere, and she's going to blame that on the fact that maybe George was just being a little bit clumsy. I mean, you remember the personality he had before he met Shannon? He was really quite, I mean, he was obviously the perfect gentleman, but he was clumsy and he was very naive as well, so maybe he still has a little bit of that naivety, you get what I mean? Yeah, the contents go everywhere, and she jokes around with George about its main pocket not have been zipped up. Yeah. And then Yasuda asks George to check whether all the other things he's carried are zipped up or not. And yeah, so while he's actually checking what's zipped up or not, Yasuda takes the opportunity to completely steal the letter. Yeah, and then stores it under her trousers as well. Can't forget about that. Yeah. Because obviously, how would it be unnoticeable to George? I.e., it wouldn't. So Yasuda then obviously reads the letter, knows that, you know, she realises that what Battler, the differences in how, you know, Battler actually viewed the situation, and, you know, viewed it as a mere childhood phase. It was just something that was not important at all. It was just like a drunk conversation, really. You say stuff, you don't mean it whatsoever, and yet you still said it. So, yeah, then what happens, this is the part where Battler gets changed. So Yasuda sends a letter to Battler, and the servants swear to let it be sent in the utmost secrecy. And that's key, because obviously you don't want anyone discovering this. Yeah, the letter documents, yeah, and her feelings of betrayal, hopelessness, and pain, yeah. And then Battler reads this painful letter and feels awful for her, obviously, and yeah, he regrets everything he has done, no matter how small and no matter how trivial it seems, and makes him feel very compassionate. And as a result, they arrange to meet on a day they have no work. So, yeah, I also want to mention about the fact that, wait, no, what was I going to mention? No, I don't think that's relevant, actually. Anyway, so, yeah, Genji receives the letter from Battler, and, yeah, he warns Yasuda of the consequences of continuing this conversation, and obviously, continuing the immersion in Battler, really. Yeah, but obviously Yasuda refuses. Why would she not? And then, yeah, Genji only wants what's best for her, though, so, you know, she lets her continue at her own discretion. Exactly. And then, so Yasuda and Battler meet on a day they're then free. So, yeah, Battler's obviously told of all the shit that happened in Yasuda's life. He's very conflicted. I forgot to put this in there. So he finds it hard to decide whether Yasuda's downfall was his fault or not. And yeah, that's the trivial situation. Yeah, what to him was a trivial promise that was never met, to Yasuda was the most soul-crushing turning point of her life. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. And then I thought that, obviously, we've got to make Battler the murderer somehow. So, you know, Battler's indecision then gets the worst of him. And, you know, he begins to hate George. And he feels even more angry to Rudolph for what he did. Exactly, though, yeah. And, yeah, he feels disgust in his family. Just because of, well, I mean, I suppose he hates George because of the fact that this has happened. And then I'm just thinking that, you know, whenever you hate somebody, so you hate George, you know, who's somebody who you thought was really nice in the family, and then you just start to see your doubt in the family, your, you know, feelings of confidence in the family just completely crumble. And then, obviously, you see, you know, his relationship with Rudolph getting worse as well. So, then we've got, you know, the interesting turning point. So, obviously, Battler's relationship with Rudolph is going to be worse. He's going to be more mad. I mean, if it wasn't, basically, in this story, if it wasn't for Yasuda forcing Battler to return to Dock Genjima for 1986, and obviously return to the family, then, you know, he never would have done it, and he would have just tried to, you know, get his own home somehow. I don't really know how, but, yeah, it's not really something we need to worry about. But, yeah, so my next part is Yasuda forces Battler to return to Dock Genjima for 1986, and she wants to get revenge on George for covering this secret up, and that's the beginning of the motive of the murder. and wants to unknowingly use Battler to her help for this. Yeah, so I thought obviously Battler's a really good person. I mean, obviously he's damaged, but, you know, he's not bad enough and not damaged enough to be a murderer. Yeah, so Battler is not told he'll be a murder accomplice. Exactly, that's the key thing. So he protests to what he has been told, though, but, yeah, but, exactly. And this is the great thing about the guilt. Well, obviously not great for him, but great because I can use it to my advantage. Because the guilt will make it so that he feels obligated. Because, you know, he just wants to make up for how much pain he's actually caused Yasuda. So, yeah, 1986 time. This is the time for the fun. So, yeah, let's just... it's a real pet peeve I have. So, I just want it at the top of the screen. So, yeah, Battler feels forced to make up with Rudolph and to make up... Yeah, to make up for what he's done to Yasuda. Exactly, though. Yeah, he gets back to this... Fuck off. He gets back into the family, goes to the family conference. Where is it? Yeah, so he's way less enthusiastic. And, you know, I was just thinking in my head, just situations where, you know, 1986 would have, you know, just one person who looks like he really doesn't want to be there and no happy and enthusiastic greetings at the beginning. And, yeah, so every piece of happiness he shows to anyone else is obviously faked. Exactly. And, you know, it's just the front he's putting on. You know, he obviously knows the fact that, you know, Yasuda wants to get revenge to George. You know, she just specifies that she wants revenge. She doesn't specify anything else. But then, so now we've obviously got this. So obviously, key bit of background information. Servers have changed the shifts to allow only Yasuda, Kanon, and Genji to be in the guest house at night. So this is the mystery. It's really third rate. I rushed this. I was more interested in the whole how Battler could potentially go in this scenario. And how the rage could actually happen. And honestly, I was just more interested in creating some sort of fan-made plot for, you know, what would happen if George actually got the letter from Yasuda. And if Yasuda found out that letter was intercepted. I mean, I don't know if Yasuda ever was able to receive, you know, I don't know, just obligated by fate to receive a letter from Battler. And, you know, obviously maybe George could have intercepted it. I don't know whether that was the case or not. But if that was actually the case of what happened in, you know, episode 7, and when we were learning about that, if George actually did intercept Battler's potential letter to Yasuda, then, my god, I mean, even if the letter wasn't intercepted, it still would have been really painful for her, but, yeah, it's just even worse if that's the case. Even worse. But that's a topic for another day. That's a really fucking deep one. Yeah, so what I was just saying, after a terrible day for Battler and Yasuda, because obviously Yasuda putting on disguises, grief. Well, not really putting on disguises, but, you know, grief, obviously. And Battler because of the fact that he's got to be an accomplice for Yasuda. He's got to help her get the revenge. And obviously he feels just as mad to George, well, a little bit less, obviously, but he feels mad to George because of what he has done to Yasuda. So, yeah, so Battler deliberately arrives later, lying about the need of getting the umbrella for the family. So instead of Shannon, that's what Battler does here. And then, so while Battler is out, Shannon asks George if they can talk about something in private. So obviously, you know, we've got Jessica, Maria, we've also got the servants here. I forgot to mention that here, but as you can see here, we've got Genji, we've got Kanon, and we've got Rosa, she comes later, and Jessica and Maria as well. So, yeah, so then they ask if they can talk about something in private. She goes to the furthest room away from the guest house. I forgot to mention this, but I wanted it to be in the basement, just so that, you know, obviously everything's a little less complicated. No climbing up floors. And then, you know, Yasuda unlocks the window. People don't know the Battlers came in, because obviously he secretly goes. And, well, I suppose, you know, Battler getting an umbrella, it doesn't really matter, because obviously all of the people in the Dokenjima mansion will think that he's just getting an umbrella as well. They won't suspect anything when he leaves later, if they know he's getting an umbrella. So yeah, Shannon unlocks the window. Oh, I did specify it on the lowest level. Right, so time for the fun, time for the murder. So while Battler's at, oh shit. So Shannon kills George with a knife and avoids the blood spatter. I don't even know how this has happened. I'm going to be honest, I just couldn't be bothered to research anything about the blood spatter. It's just kind of lazy of me, but still. So, yeah, so Battler comes in and notices, and, you know, obviously when George is fucking dead, he realises Yasuda's farce. And, so then I thought about the fact that Yasuda with grief could entirely abandon all of her emotions. Look at, for example, you know, how Beatrice in episode 2 manipulated and convinced Shannon into, you know, making it so that she could break the mirror in the beginning. So I'm just thinking that could kind of be reflected here. So, you know, Yasuda will say that a rumor will go around that Battler murders George if he refuses to cooperate. So there's no motive apart from just, firstly, grief, and, you know, secondly, just really conspiring with the wrong people. And then, yeah, he does refuse... Oh, fuck. He does refuse initially, but then he wants to cooperate. yeah. And then Yasuda threatens him with knife on the neck, and then, you know, he doesn't want to cooperate. So that's fun. So then we've got everyone that's killed here. So Kanon's killed, Genji's killed. Obviously, Kanon's body is faked. But, yeah, Jessica and Maria are killed. Rosa's killed when she obviously goes to check on Maria. Kill count 6. And, yeah, I put that as well because why not? Huh? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, then Battler gets everyone to the guest house. And, yeah, he notices he's not... Yeah, yeah, so Battler obviously wakes up and then he's really, really scared because of what's happened, sort of like episode 5. And then he gets everyone to the guest house and, you know, he sees he's the only one who's not been killed, like in episode 5. And this false traumatized reaction diverts suspicion of him. Kanon has a deliberate misdiagnosis from Nanjo. And then Battler stands in the way of Kanon, in front of Kanon's corpse to exclaim about the severity of his death. And, you know, nobody can see his corpse and they're so grief-stricken that they're not actually going to look. And, yeah, they don't try to see how shocked they are. And, obviously, this really reminds me of, you know, what happened in episode 1 with Hideyoshi and Blimmin' Shannon as well. That's kind of what I inspired it from, that theory. You know, just Hideyoshi, Shannon so obviously not being dead, but Hideyoshi making it so that, you know, he's standing in front of her. And yeah, so then we have the generic parlor gathering, and this is just, I just kind of stole the structure of Umineko's usual mystery for this. So, yeah, people disperse with the servants so that they can check all the doors and windows are locked, and the servants are trustworthy. Yeah, and that the servants are trustworthy in doing their job, and that's key. The reason they suspect the servants is, you know, firstly because of the fact that there were loads of servants in the cousin room, and secondly, you know, the servants have keys to everything. Obviously, we can't forget about the fact that the door was locked, you know, in the room that, Bloomin', what's the names? Sorry, you know, in the room George was killed in. Obviously, the doors are locked. Closed rooms are for all of the, you know, Jessica, Maria, Rosa, people like that. There's always going to be a closed room. I don't really care about the closed room. I'm just caring about how they could have potentially done it. Yeah, so the servants are trustworthy in doing their job. And, yeah. So basically, Shannon asked to be with Eva and Hideyoshi. Coincidentally, remember revenge. You've got to get some of the heart in there. When Eva and Hideyoshi are isolated, she beckoned them into a room, like the one in episode 1. And then there's the doors are mysteriously not locked. And, yeah, they go in there are killed. And because they are checking that everything's locked, so if something's not locked, then they're instinctively going to see whether anything inside is not locked. Or at least, I mean, obviously, if a door's locked, then is a window not locked, maybe? That's my potential thinking behind it. I don't know, it doesn't really follow much logic when I think about it now, but still. Yeah, but anyway, they go in there and are killed, that's the key point. So Shannon locks the door, and she doesn't return as well. Yeah, that's quite key. So, yeah, I forgot to format this. So everyone stays in the mansion and equips themselves with their guns. So they go to look for the couple when it's realised they haven't came back for a while, and Natsuhi and Kraus go into the boiling room and are deceived by Yasuda because, you know, Yasuda thinks, yeah, she uses the trick of Kinzo lying there. She uses the trick of Kinzo's discovery. So, you know, the reason why, you know, Yasuda would have discovered Kinzo there is, you know, she would have actually had the means, I suppose, when following. I mean, you know, that's just a little bit of a clue that could actually get you to the conclusion that Yasuda is the culprit, because, you know, what was she doing from the time in which, you know, it was between, you know, when she was leaving Eva and Hideyoshi's room to when she had obviously arrived in the parlor again to see everybody there, because obviously what she does there, because it's not really known. So yeah, after, but then again, I suppose you could think about that and, you know, think that that is a real flaw, but you could say alternatively that you know, Yasuda made it so that Eva and Hideyoshi have you know, they've discovered that as well, or, you know, that was where they went initially and they all discovered it, but then obviously they went into the closed room, and yeah, my assumption is that you know, obviously everybody would know Eva and Hideyoshi would be going to that room, but what has happened is you know, Yasuda has so the story behind the lie is Yasuda, and obviously why they wouldn't instinctively suggest Yasuda as the culprit, is Yasuda would say I don't know, actually, that is something I completely didn't think about. So I suppose what could happen is no, I've kind of got myself into a logic error here. I didn't even realize this. I completely forgot about that fact. But I suppose if you make it so that Yasuda is really subtly going to Eva and Hideyoshi, and the only people that know that, you know, about her whereabouts are Eva and Hideyoshi themselves, then I suppose it could be simple. So obviously it wouldn't be obvious that Yasuda is the killer if that's the case, and you know, she could easily lie about her whereabouts. So so Kraus and Natsuhi go there because their conspiracy about him may be exposed, and I suppose that's also quite convenient because they're so stressed in this situation that they're not really going to think much about Yasuda. But yeah, then they're killed in there because obviously nobody can go in the boiler room. And what's really interesting to me is I suppose Eva and Hideyoshi are killed, and then if Yasuda swears to secrecy and lies about her location, and only Eva and Hideyoshi know where she is, I suppose they may suspect why she has actually done this, but then she could just make some sort of commonplace excuse, like, for example, I don't know, I was making tea, for example. You could just say that. You could say something very, very trivial. And then, I don't know, that's kind of a flaw in all of this part here. I don't know. I should have used Battler, to be honest, but I don't know. So, I just couldn't really come up with a motive for Battler, so I just ended it in a shitty way, to be honest. So, yeah, but Yasuda continues to threaten Battler after they meet in the corridor again, because when Yasuda's killed Natsuhi and Kraus, and obviously... No, that's the kind of tricky thing, because they have to go over servants, so Natsuhi and Kraus... Well, I mean, no. So they're all in the parlor, and then Natsuhi and Kraus, they, Shannon just says about... No, let's actually make this different. So Battler says that they need to go... No, let's just go with the original. So Yasuda says that... Well, Shannon says that they need to see something. So what they do is they then go towards... a place where they can privately talk. Obviously... you know, they need to have a confidential discussion, but then they are never seen again. And this is the thing. So, obviously now it would be really, really easy to assume that Shannon is the culprit, because obviously, you know, everybody would know about the three disappearing and then no one else, you know, surviving after that. So, what's then happened is, you know, nobody noticed their absence, and, yeah, nobody... Oh, wait, hang on a second. What did I do? Wait, so, no, I kind of wanted to change that, because obviously now I want to think that, you know, so, yeah. So they go to find Hideyoshi and Eva, they realise they're dead, and then they go back to the parlour, and then Yasuda and, Natsuhi and Kraus pretend to have a discussion, and then Shannon pretends to notice something in the boiler room, they go there, and then they're killed. And then, obviously, they go back again, and then when that's happening, I suppose, I want to kind of revise this plot a little bit. So I think Yasuda should continue to threaten Battler, you know, while they are actually in the corridor. So I think from the interval between, you know, actually murdering Eva and Hideyoshi and, you know, everything else. So I think Battler's location has got to be unknown, and he's got to have gone off on his own. And you could then blame that to stress, because obviously this is going to be something they're going to ask, you know, why wasn't he anywhere to be seen? Why wasn't he at the crime scene? But the reason why I wanted to say that is because of genuine stress. He wasn't anywhere there because he had genuine stress about the fact that he was conspiring against things that have turned out to be murders. So yeah, Battler's insanely stressed from knowing the truth of the crime, and you know, he doesn't know about the explosion, obviously. So when everyone's questioned back in the parlour, he shows weaknesses that only, you know, heavily shaken and stressed people can show, i.e., you know, from being an accomplice to Yasuda. And eventually they get to the point where they can expose him because of how badly he's covering up his lie, just because of how stressed he is. And then, this is the key point. So what is happening? They're all in the parlour, and then what Yasuda does is, you know, once it's realised that she has never actually returned from the argument from Natsuhi and Kraus, she doesn't make it so that her return is actually known to the other people. So what she then does is she hides... I don't really know how you could do this, but you somehow make it so that you get into the parlour. I mean, for example, you could just, you know, you could... Well, I suppose let's just think about this. So, Yasuda, I didn't... This is something I forgot to think about. Yeah, so... Oh, I don't know. No, I suppose there are a lot of tricks. I could just substitute in a trick. But then... I think what you could probably do is, well, let's think about Battler, for example. I mean, when he came back in, let's just say, you know, when Battler came back in, he secretly let Yasuda in, and then Yasuda began hiding, and Battler was actually the first one to head back into the parlour. And then that could also be another point of suspicion that they ask. So, yeah. So, yeah, then they get to the point where they can expose him. But then, this is the thing. So, Yasuda makes a murder look like Battler's by throwing a knife from getting out from where she was hiding in the parlour. And then Rudolph is killed, obviously, to shake Battler the most. And then one less gun is present. That's the key thing. So then, you know, everyone didn't know it was Shannon whatsoever. So what they thought is, you know, it was Battler because they were really fixated and stressed, you know, as a result of that. And obviously the servants, you know, for example, Nanjo, you know, he's a culprit. Suspect, he would expect this, but still he'd be really stressed because it has happened so close to him. Everybody would be stressed. And, you know, then what's happened is, you know, they're all fixated on Battler, so there's a gun that has appeared, and then, you know, it's kill or be killed, because this is taking a turn like episode 7. Battler's so stressed that, you know, like, for example, Eva did to Kraus, I think it was, in episode 7. You know, just get the gun up, you're so stressed, you're so shaken, you don't even know what you're doing, and then you kill... And then you kill and you kill and you kill. So you kill Kirie firstly, and then you kill all the other people, because Kirie's the only one who has a gun, I think. So yeah, to prevent this discovery from reaching everyone, kills Kirie by snatching Rudolph's gun. And uses, yeah, and then he uses this gun to kill everyone except Yasuda, exactly. And then the explosion happens, but this is the thing. So obviously I made an episode 8 reference. So they both escape, because obviously Yasuda, despite all of this, still probably wants to... Well, she doesn't want to live, obviously, but, you know, you would have thought that, you know, that would be a really nice thing. I'm actually kind of sad we didn't see that Yasuda's death after Doc Genjima. It's only left for us to think about, but, yeah, so I'm just thinking the episode 8 ending could actually happen, but the only thing is, you know, when Yasuda and Battler are escaping from the boat, what happens is, you know, Battler does truly decide to jump in the sea, and, you know, he never gets up and he dies, and that's obviously because of the stress of all of this. So, I suppose, from this, basically, I mean, I get that it was an accidental killing, but he still was objectively the culprit to the murder, because obviously he didn't try to, you know, settle the situation whatsoever. It was Yasuda who, you know, fueled him, Yasuda who deceived him, fueled him, and then, you know, eventually Battler actually became a culprit that had been, you know, somebody who was involved in the murder. And then, obviously, in the end, it had just been so bad that he'd actually taken his own life. And I don't know, I just found that really enjoyable. And, you know, overall, I think Hane was actually, I mean, obviously, they weren't the highest quality stories, but they were really fun. I mean, I get that this is not good. I get that. But the thing is, it was really fun to do, and it was just, you know, creative, it was enjoyable, it was something new, something I've never really done before, so, yeah, I know it's shit, but, you know, it was fun. So, yeah, anyway, I mean, obviously I didn't really think much about the mystery, as you could tell by my improvisation there, because there were a lot of logic errors. I just wanted to come up with something, because I cared more about the heart than the mystery. So, yeah, anyway, you know, Hane was quite fun. I enjoyed Jessica and the Killer Electric Fan. That was a quite fun story. And also, you know, everything about the Battler Culprit theory, that was actually quite interesting as well. And, yeah, like I said, not the highest quality stories. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm very excited to actually begin Saku. I do wonder what's actually going to happen there. I don't know what's going to happen. I think I kind of get the impression that it's going to be, you know, really quite different. I feel like it's going to be a serious story, which is a great thing. So, you know, tomorrow we're just going to head in with an open mind and, you know, we're going to see what the fuck it's all about. So, yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and, yeah, I'll see you next time. Jesus Christ, I've nearly been presenting this for half an hour. Wait, let's end on exactly the half an hour line. Alright, guys, see ya.